You're listening to the Boxing Coalition.
And he just broke the guy's heart. The guy had nothing left, and he knew he couldn't last another 4 or 5 rounds.
Ricky Boy's just lost his soul.
What it is, let's get it.
Fuck that, get your chest, nigga. You hear me?
Let's get it.
Go kick his motherfucker.
Get that motherfucker in there.
Let's see you do this. Little step back, bang, bang, bang. Little step back, bang, bang.
Bang, 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 bang. Try and stop it. Bang, bang. Here I come. Bang. You wanna throw sometime? Bang.
Body stop. Boom, 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 boom. And go to the body. Kill that body. You took his nuts, now you gotta take his heart.
Yeah, take his whole soul away.
Yeah, get out of here, Dale. I'll see you later. Find someone credible. Get out of here.
He was higher than a motherfucker. I'll tell you, he was stoned as fuck.
No, it's only a majority decision if there was an even score. There's no even score here. You're an official, right? You're an official of the state. Well, then you don't understand how to score.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable.
He's ready to be whooped, man. He's ready to be whooped. He's ready to be whooped.
And Howard Foster has stopped it. Wow. That is going to be controversial.
But you really liked to stand toe-to-toe with him in the 12th round, even if you thought you won the fight.
It was on.
Did you like that? I love you.
Hi. And welcome to the Boxing Coalition. A place to discuss anything boxing. We have a rotating panel of hosts that consist of Kimo, My Alpha, Cam, Daniel Lim and MV Chu. If you want to have your say, call in on Skype, just add Box Coalition, and get involved in the show.
Get that motherfucker right now. It's back for another edition of the Boxing Coalition. Joining me today is Cam. What's up, Cam?
Hey, Lewis.
Nice one. And Daniel Lim. What's up, Dan?
What's going on, Joe?
Fuck all, man. Just ready to talk boxing. Big weekend just happened there. Let's start off with the big one. Miguel Cotto, Sergio Martinez. Cameron, what did you think of the fight, man? What's your first thoughts?
First thoughts is interesting because obviously I mentioned last week that Cotto was my favourite fighter, but I thought Sergio would win. So I'm kind of happy and sad at the same time. But Cotto, I give him props. You know, he's got his fourth title at four different weight divisions. He looked great, but it's kind of difficult to judge. I'd like to see him against another opponent that's maybe not carrying injuries. But yeah, props to Cotto first of all. Where's the crow soundbite? I gotta eat some crow myself. And respect to people that picked Cotto, man, because I had no idea the way it was going to go down. So like people like Jose picked Cotto, Antonio from Albany, he picked Cotto. I think Jas in the chat, he's saying he picked Cotto as well, man. So those were a minority, man. So those guys, respect to those guys.
Dan, what do you think, mate?
It was sad to see. You know, I give Cotto props. You know, obviously I'm a big advocate of Freddie Roach, so I think Cotto looks pretty damn sharp at 160, but actually, you know what, I take that back. I mean, he looked great on Saturday night, but he has no business staying at 160. But yeah, I'll eat my crow, but unfortunately I'm eating a falafel sandwich right now, so I don't really have much of an appetite, but, you know, figuratively, I'll eat my crow, and yeah, we'll see what Cotto does from here, because he's got a lot of options, and, you know, he, has a lot of negotiating power, but, you know, props to Cotto.
Well, you might figuratively eat your crow. I'm going to literally eat my crow. Fucking beak first. Fucking, I was very surprised at that fight. I've got to first of all say that Cotto looked like a beast. Even regarding the bad knee that Sergio has. Freddie Roach was telling us all in the lead up to the fight that Sergio makes certain mistakes that Cotto can capitalise on. We were talking about Cal Froch and last week and seeing how Andre Ward countered Cal Froch's jab with a left hook constantly. I thought it was kind of similar, like, because obviously Sergio Martinez couldn't put anything behind his jab, and I thought Beeb from the Boxing Voice made a good point yesterday. I noticed it as well. Every time he threw a jab, he just fucking countered that because it was just a fucking powder puff jab. But, like, what?
Yeah, but Joe, it was also because of his knee, though.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's because he couldn't put anything behind it. Yeah, but
I mean, no. I'm talking about the defense aspect after you throw a jab. What are the two ways to dodge, a left hook or whatever punch? Either you dip really low or, you use that right knee to spring back. And he couldn't do either. So.
Yeah, but why does he throw it then?
Because he could get away with it before. Because he had the athletic ability to do so.
Yeah, but even after he injured his knee, he was still throwing it. Like, you don't have to throw the jab.
Yeah, but Chu, I mean, come on. You want him to change his style when he's 39? I mean, you can argue that jab along with the straight left hand are his two best punches.
Why can't he make the smaller fighter with the shorter arms lead?
Because he's, you know what,
even if he's injured.
Right, that's a fairly good question, but I don't know, man. I mean, a jab is such a basic thing. I mean, everyone, well, not everyone, but most fights start off with fighters, feeling each other out and throwing that jab, right? And that's just how Sergio throws his jab. I
thought the biggest thing was him constantly throwing the jab and then constantly getting countered. It's like, what's the definition of insanity? Doing something and the same thing all the time and expecting a different result. I mean, I know you've got a bad knee. Okay, fine. Don't throw the jab. Don't throw the jab. Just fucking do what John Jackson done against Andy Lee. Don't throw jabs. Just don't throw jabs. You can't throw a jab. You'll get countered. So fucking try and trap the guy and then fucking land a couple shots.
But don't you think he would have gotten countered with any punch he threw?
Yeah, true. The
jab is the least, risky punch to throw in boxing. So.
Yeah, but it's also the one like Cotto's left hook. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if he's going to counter any punch that Sergio throws, it's going to be his jab. It's going to be punches from his right hand side. So, okay, Cotto's right hand, it's alright, but it's not as good as his left hook. Okay, so fucking switch it up a bit. Every time he threw, man, we're going down a kind of a strange territory because we don't know how injured he was. So we can't really talk hypothetically whether he could have thrown a straight fucking left hand or whatnot. But, like, in my opinion, he should have just fucking retired, man, after the first round, man. Why are you fucking doing that to the fans?
Yeah, but you can't have it both ways. You can't criticize, Sergio for, having that fight and then also criticize him for not, quitting after the first round.
Yeah. Basically, Cam, I was saying that Cotto was constantly countering Sergio's weak as fuck jab. And Sergio, maybe because of the injury or maybe not, showed no kind of variety in his punches, and it was just very easy for a skilled boxer like Cotto to time him. Basically kind of school him.
Yeah.
Dude, he anal raped him.
It was embarrassing at one point. I think Miguel Cotto was looking embarrassed by the end. Like, it was like, to me, his face was like, it shouldn't be as easy as this.
Yeah, I had that thought as well.
Like, it was
I just hope for the show that we can all, objectively kind of break down this fight because, me and Chu and Cam, we all gave Cotto our props, but, at the same time, we can't just completely dismiss, how much of a factor Sergio's knees were in the fight.
I like Macro, man. I mean, even if Sergio's knee was okay, I still think after looking at the fight, that version of Cotto would have gave him a lot of problems.
I agree.
Yeah, that left hook was landing.
Yeah, but again, I mean, that left hook, like we were just discussing, always landed after, Sergio threw that little lazy-ass jab. So.
Yeah, that's true.
And again, none of Sergio's punches had any kind of impact whatsoever. Sergio was a guy who was always known for having pretty good power, and none of his punches had any kind of impact. So.
Exactly. Roof, you there?
Yeah, man, I'm here, man. How are you guys?
Fucking brilliant,
Good,
man.
What's up, Bruce?
Eating
Give us your
crows,
statement. Give us you picked Martinez, right?
Yeah, man. What a mistake, man.
All right, play the crow soundbite.
Yo, guys, there's actually a shortage of crows in the world at the moment.
Damn. Yeah, my take on it, Martinez. One thing I got say I don't know how much sparring he had. I had this big say he never had much sparring, and he was just relying on the bike to do the cardio and things like that.
Well, Roos, I've heard, I'm not sure if it's 100% true, but I've heard he had no sparring.
That is insane.
But yeah, not to kind of go back to what we were saying before, but it just hurt me like when he's saying on 24/7 that my knee's perfectly fine and this and that, and kind of some of the comments Beeb was making yesterday about that female physician or whoever she was, physio or whatever, saying that he's totally perfectly fine. You know, that I know it's all a game, and you know he's there to earn money, man, but just. It just felt like left a bad taste in my mouth. But sorry,
yeah, no, people go robbed. And I think another thing also is like, you know, if you look at his 2 previous fights before this one, right? He has been looking a little bit dodgy, but you know, kind of people gave him a pass, like, well, maybe the opponent is not up to A standard, so you know, he's kind of he's not motivated almost to raise his game. So we're like, okay, cool, and then. When it came to Cotto's time, we were like, oh, well, this is a credible opponent, but we all know you're going to beat him, right? And it never happened. Like, from the first minute of the first round, I was amazed. I was like, what the hell is going on? It's like, yeah, maybe he's gonna do Andy Lee comeback or something. It never happened, man. Never happened, man. Yeah, shocked, man. Yeah, I still can't believe it.
Yeah, it's sad, man. This episode, the way we're all talking now, it's like someone died. It's like we're at a wake. Man.
Why can't he take any time off? He just seems to be obsessed with fucking exercise. Like, I can imagine him getting like a fucking operation on his knee, and like he fucking brought his bicycle into the operating room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like. Take some fucking time off, like your fucking body rest, man. But instead he's fucking got a serious career-threatening knee injury and he's back in the ring 9 months later. And it's just like, why? I'm just angry at myself for fucking believing that he could be fully healed in such a short amount of time.
And it's like for 14 months, that's, you know, it's quite long enough, you know, and it's just one of those things like, you know, with knees a bit funny, you know, you take that long time period off to rest and you think, well, that's long enough, so I should be pretty much okay. But in regards to the exercising, you know, if he wasn't sparring as much, then psychologically he feels like he has to make up with all kind of different mad exercises that, you know, it won't necessarily hurt his knee. And it's just to make up for it. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but, like, do you know any boxers, and you've met loads, that have got knee problems?
Nah. Well, I knew one had a hip problem. Darren Barker. Actually, here's my theory. He's been with Darren Barker, right? His last fight before retirement, the last 2 fights, it looked dodgy, right? But he knew that, you know what, I need to cash in, right? But, okay, credit to him, he was like, look, I'm going to try and go out like a bigger person here. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I think I don't know what's next for him now. I don't know. Would you guys want to see him back again?
Hell no. You serious? Hell no. And I love Sergio.
Even if he made a pinky promise, like, I'm all right, guys. Now, yeah, he was a mishap, you know.
If he, you know, gave a shout out to my mom, maybe, but.
Yeah, how did your mom feel, man? Did your mom feel cheated?
No, she doesn't watch boxing, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I did tell her, you know, that he lost, and she was just like, okay. No, but kind of similar to that, I watched a fight with a bunch of casual fans, and they were all like, "Is this some kind of joke?" There were a lot of did prove to fight, you know, like they thought it was some sick kind of joke that was, you know, like handed to them, like some WWE type of shit.
Yeah. He just.
Yo. Your guys still there?
Most of it is, dependent on the Canelo Lara fight.
Yo, guys, we're having a lot of tech issues today. I don't know what the situation is, but we got Ari on the line. Ari, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Start off with a laugh. Cry yourself to sleep.
Nah, I picked Cotto, man.
What?
You're doing a ringside Robbie.
Yeah,
man.
I'm doing a Robbie.
Nah, you can't do it, Robbie. You can't do that shit, man.
I picked Cotto, man. Cam, I thought I called you. I thought I called you like 10 minutes before the fight started. Did you remember that conversation?
No, I don't remember that, man.
Eat
Come
your
on,
crow
Cam.
like a man. Eat your crow like a man, Ari.
Like, that guy's a bitch, man. I couldn't believe when he's trying. But anyway, yeah, man, Martinez. Oh my god, it's just one of the things, and I'm lying in my bed watching it on my stream, and you know when you're in shock. That first round, I was like paralyzed. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But yeah, man, I can't believe it. But yeah, he just ain't, he isn't fully fit. But we can't just all say, oh, knee. Cotto done a great performance. He the left hook was brilliant. The right hand was good as well. He looked great. So we can't just all say, oh, Martinez. We have to also say Roach did a good job with Cotto, because when he's with Roach, he looks hungry in the ring. He's more aggressive and it's better for his style.
Yeah, but I really like. We were talking about Sergio before, and like we see both points of this, both sides of the coin. Do you think he shouldn't have took the fight, or can you understand? You know what I mean? Making that type of money. You know what I mean? Because he's been with DeBella that long, and he's not really made big money for the stature of boxer he's become. He's not really made big money, so I can kind of understand that. But what do you think?
I don't know. Kind of like what Ruth said about Barker, where Barker, like we all kind of knew he was cashing out. Well, he didn't admit it at the time, but I've seen interviews after where he's admitted where he knew his body was breaking down and it was now or never. So he took the big money fight and paid off his mortgage. But with Martinez, well, he's never had the big fights. He's always been avoided. So I can understand why he done it, but obviously for us it's not good, is it?
No.
Like obviously for people who paid money, think of Martinez fans who paid, like, how much was it? How much was the pay-per-view in America?
I think something.
$70.
But even then, we also got to give Martinez props. I mean, he didn't quit.
Yeah, he didn't quit. He didn't want to quit either. His coach basically had to force him to stop.
Yep.
So
let me ask you a question, Ari. Who at what top 10 154, 160 pounder do you think Sergio could have realistically beat on Saturday night?
Cause I'm a hater, I'll say Quillin.
That's $1 million question right there, man.
That's a great question.
Now Quillin would have knocked Sergio out.
You think?
Quillin would have looked good.
Absolutely.
Good.
Yeah, I know. I don't like him though in this. That's why I said it. Well,
no, I don't like Quillin either, and Sergio's my favorite fighter. But I know a limp dog when I see one.
Yeah, he was like, at times he was limping back to his corner, man.
Yo, this guy fucking he tripped over himself trying to pivot out the first round, and I just watched the fight too. There was a sequence in the 8th round where he tried to shoot his left hand, and he tried to put some kind of he dipped with his right knee, and he just fucking fell.
Yeah. I remember that.
There was another sequence where he dodged a Cotto punch, like he forcefully flew back to the ropes so that he wouldn't have to use his knees. I've never seen that shit before, man.
I think Cotto could have knocked him out in the second round if he wanted to. He just wanted to put on a show for the fans, I think. I mean, it was just a fucking massacre. His knee was fucking gone, like.
Oh yeah, how's my mic, by the way? I got a new mic. Is it alright?
Sounding crisp.
Good, nice.
You're not hearing no breathing.
let me ask you the question that I just asked Ari. What top 10 54 or 60 pounder could you see Sergio realistically beating on Saturday night?
No one. No one. Maybe Ryan Rhodes. I don't know.
Sam Solomon.
Nah. Solomon would have. He would have.
How about Rubio? Marco Antonio Rubio.
No.
Listen, man. Even if Zusha Ming would have come down, he would have beat him, man. Seriously.
Anthony Mundine. Maybe. I mean, see if you've got a knee like that, what can you do in the ring? We just saw an example of it. Nothing. He couldn't even jab properly.
Yeah, and he was slow as well, man, because he couldn't put anything on his punch. Like, he couldn't move with any punch. So everything's coming extra slow. I've never seen him so slow before.
Yeah, Cotto was a much faster fighter than him that night. Everything that he threw landed first.
But let's talk about how good Cotto looked, though.
Yeah.
You guys not think that he looked like a beast? I think he would beat Mayweather in that form.
Come on, man. I would have looked like a beast against Martinez.
Argentine on Argentine crime.
Hey,
Yes,
but
man.
let me ask you though. Echo,
yeah, it's not mine.
yo, but Mao. I mean, obviously you're the lone Argentine on this panel.
Exactly.
Yeah. How much props do you give to Cotto?
I think that enough. I think that he did enough, but I mean, there's not too much to analyze. I think that just Martinez was too old, was too hurt, and we didn't know about it. I mean, we knew that he had some injuries and he could have some sequels, but not the Martinez that we saw. We didn't imagine that he was going to be in that shape. So, I mean, I give props to Cotto. He looked really good. He looked better than at 154, to be honest. But I think that all comes down to Martinez's current state and age and, maybe inactivity, but it was just, like you said, a massacre. It was an awful fight for Martinez.
Mo, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, hold up. Let me ask Mao just one question before.
Okay.
Is there really anything different from this fight than the Delvin Rodriguez fight in terms of what it proves for Cotto?
No, I don't think so. But at least Delvin Rodriguez was an entire fighter. I mean, he wasn't at the level of Cotto, but he was at, he's 100% physical. But Martinez just wasn't there. I mean, it was let's say the same fight in terms that Cotto was dominant. It was a shutout for Cotto against both fighters, but one fighter just wasn't there. I mean, there was no resistance in Martinez. Props to him. He get up from 3 knockdowns and he keep trying to fight. But, that's all that you can, acknowledge about Martinez, fight. But after that, there was nothing. I mean, it was just awful.
Mo, can I ask you, what has the reaction been like in Argentina? Because a lot of fans travelled to New York to see Martinez and he was fucking injured.
Yo, True, you read my mind, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the country is divided because there's a lot of casual fans that became casual thanks to Martinez and his fight against Chavez. And I always talk about this Martinez personality. He's a star personality here in Argentina. I mean, he's one of the most popular athletes. But so a lot of people knew him in the Chavez fight. But prior to that fight, they didn't know anything about Martinez. So to him, to these people, these new casual fans, he was like something new. I mean, they didn't know about him. So let's see, in the Chavez fight, he put a shutout against Chavez for 11 rounds, and in the 12th round, he was dropped and he was almost knocked out. Then he came here to fight again against Murray, and he didn't look good. He was dropped 2 times. One, it wasn't a knockdown, and now he lost in this way. So a lot of people are being overly criticized against Martinez because they say, maybe this is not such a great fighter as we thought that he were. But it's just because they are not boxing fans. They are casual, so they didn't know about Martinez beating Pavlik, beating Williams, all his career in Europe and also in the UK where he won several fights. So there are overly criticism from one part and
just move on. Got Mark, the bomb historian.
How's things, guys?
How you doing, Mark?
Yo, it's been a long time, man.
Good. Missed yous, guys, man. I've been tuning into all the shows, but I've been unable to call with this bloody phone line.
You moved into a new place, right, Mark?
Yeah, it took me months to get a phone line installed in this place, but I've never missed a show, guys. Brilliant show yous have got here.
Legend.
You got a bit of feedback, man.
Have I?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
He's alright.
He's alright.
Yeah, it's not that.
Shit, this sounds like MV2's twin brother or something, right?
Somebody's convinced I'm MV2. Bal Khan convinced it's
we all sound the same, don't we?
Exactly.
But Mark, I take it were you a Cotto fan or more of a Martinez fan?
I'm a fan of both, but I must admit I picked Martinez to win the fight, so I did.
Okay.
But I'm impressed with Cotto, man. I mean, the speed, the cutting off the ring. I hear people saying, who would Sergio Martinez be able to beat in the middleweight division? I'm more looking at it as in, who would be able to beat Cotto? Who would you pick to beat Cotto in that form?
At middleweight?
Middleweight, I reckon he would beat everybody apart from Golovkin.
Yep.
I disagree.
No, man, I don't think so.
Canelo?
Canelo.
Maybe.
Yeah, but Canelo is a big guy for 154, so he will be really good at 160.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the middleweight division. Canelo's at 154, isn't he?
He is, but but don't you think if he beats Lara, then that's the natural matchup?
Yeah, I think what's going to happen is Cotto's going to go for the money fights, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Canelo. I hope he doesn't go for a Mayweather rematch, because there's no way that's going to happen at 160 or that's going to happen at a catch weight.
No, but Mark, don't you think that would be the one fight that Floyd would be willing to jump up in? Just because, we all know that Cotto is in a natural middleweight.
No, I don't think so. If he never done it for Martinez, he's not going to do it for Cotto. I don't think so.
Yeah, but don't you think we should factor in the fact that he's already fought him and beat him?
Yeah, he's already fought him and beat him in his terms, but hasn't he? Wait, did that fight take place at,
54.
54. Yeah, but what weight did they actually come in at? Was it not a catch weight, or was it 154?
No,
that?
it was 54.
No,
54.
Yeah, it was 54.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Floyd was bragging about fighting against fighter in decent weight division. Then he fought Canelo at 152.
Exactly.
What was the fight? What was the fight on Saturday night? Was that the contracted weight at 159 or something, and Cotto come in at 155?
Yep.
I don't know. I just hope he doesn't fight Mayweather again. It was good to see Cotto was the one that went up and challenged himself against Martinez, got that middleweight title. I just hope he defends it. I hope he defends it against a legit middleweight. And if Canelo goes up, that's a fight. That's a fight I want to see.
Right.
I think that's a great thing. That's a great thing, though, just to fall for that. Cotto got the middleweight belt before Mayweather did.
Exactly.
Because Cotto deserves that. He never bopped anybody, unlike Mayweather. Like, Mayweather made a career out of fucking ducking people.
Yeah, that's true. But it's also kind of insane if you think about how he got there. I mean, this guy beat Delvin Rodriguez at 54, and his first fight at 160 is for the lineal title against Sergio Martinez. Like, come on, man.
And let me play devil advocate, please. So you're saying that he never done a fighter, but I mean, didn't Mayweather fight mostly, and he didn't fight it. What weight division he fought?
Is it just me or is it not breaking up?
It's just you. I can hear you, man.
Okay.
I think that Mayweather just fought the big fights when he's supposed to do. I mean, he didn't fall against Mosley at 130, at 135, or at 140. He fought it at 147. And I think you can make the same case. I mean, I don't want to take any credit away from Cotto, but Martinez, after beating William and beating Pavlik, he called out Cotto and he said, I will fight you at 154. And I think that this was just a case of Cotto being smart and, not taking that chance because Martinez was at his peak back then. And then when he saw he saw that he has the potential. I mean, after the Dublin Rodriguez fight, I think that Cotto gained back a lot of confidence and he knew that it was a right moment for him. It was just the perfect moment to take Martinez because Martinez was coming from a poor performance, and great to him because we thought that Martinez was okay, but at the end, Cotto showed us that Martinez was just done. He was over.
Yeah, I agree. And yo, Mark, you brought up a really good point that none of us mentioned earlier about Cotto being able to cut off the ring, and that was one of the first things that I saw. I mean, Cotto would always position his left, lead foot, to the left of Sergio, not allowing Sergio to move or pivot to where he wanted to get to. So
it's the power as well. The power as well. Even Martinez, I don't know. I don't look too much into this knee thing because he jumped on him straight away in the first round. Knocked him down twice. That shows me he's got power at the middleweight division.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, but just to follow up on what Mouse said as well. Okay, that's the first time that Cotto's done that, where he's kind of picked his opponent at the right time, in my opinion. Floyd made a career off of doing that.
Yeah, I agree.
Shane Mosley, after 18 months off, that's when he picked Shane Mosley at 38, and I could go through fucking Ricky Hatton. He fought Ricky Hatton at 147 instead of 140.
He retired when Antonio Margarito was there. He avoided Kotzezur. The list goes on and on.
Yeah, but exactly. I mean, come on, man. Miguel Cotto's junior middleweight resume isn't one to brag about either.
No, definitely not. No, because when you look at Miguel Cotto's resume, there is a lot of kind of weak names on there. Who's the guy Chewy fought that was commentating the other night on Box Nation? Jennings.
Michael Jennings? Yeah, 147.
Yeah, Yuri Foreman, Alfonso Gomez. Remember, he fought him for the Contender. There's a lot of
Mayorga.
Yeah.
It didn't have to fight Austin Trout, a guy with fucking no name but a tough challenge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that was bad matchmaking.
No, but that was for his belt, man.
It was for the belt.
And he was the weakest champ at the time, wasn't he? Or they fought.
That's playing devil's advocate, though.
Yeah, and one more point that I wanted to, a very kind of general point I wanted to make is I hear a lot of, Cotto fans saying that, they don't want Cotto to defend that title at 160, unless it's for the top, money fight. So they're basically condoning him, potentially ducking fighters. And yet these are the same guys who give Floyd all that shit for not fighting the top names at 54, so, it's just a case of double standards.
Yeah.
I would, we've got some of our guys in the line, so we'll switch it up a bit. Or have we? Ruse.
No, but hold up. We got two guys who haven't even spoken yet.
Are you sure they're online?
And Dave. Dave, are you there?
Nah, we had issues with Dave. I'm going to try and add him in a bit, because Skype's really playing up tonight.
Okay.
I really don't think we need Dave in this show.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, that's a great point, Mark, because he did pick Cotto, so maybe Dave might not come on today.
Antonio, please.
Yeah, Antonio's bad.
Antonio tried to ring before, but I didn't add him. I think he's hating on us now.
Well, listen, we're giving fucking lots of props to Cotto. We're fucking, I'm on the Cotto bandwagon.
Well, choose less. Look, okay, he did what he was supposed to do, but he was fighting a guy who's half dead. It's like those top young prospects being fed like dead sharks. That's what was happening. That's what happened on Saturday, man.
He was fighting a White Walker.
Well, wherever he was, man. He was fed a dead shark, man.
I've got to be honest with you. Like I see your point of view, because if Sergio Martinez is looking straight into the camera during 24/7 and he's telling you, my knee is fucking great, my fucking knee is better than ever, you know, my knee will be fine come fight night, and he's actually looking convincing, I would ask for my money back pay-per-view, or if I fucking bought a ticket, I would be sending him the bill.
The reason why I say that is like, you know, like you said, he's got all these hardcore Argentinian guys who've flown all this way, right? If he knows if he cancels the show, he's not allowed back in the country, man. So he had to go there and do what he had to do.
Yeah, but Mao just said that no one cares.
No. But not only that, where the fuck were those Argentinians before that fucking Chavez fight?
Ask Mao.
No, I'm asking you guys. Where were they?
Mao was there.
Yeah.
Okay, one person. You know.
Yeah, but I didn't flew over there, so.
Mao, is it not really a big sport over there, like boxing?
It's really similar to the UK. I mean, just the difference is that we have a local scene that I really don't follow too much, but since we don't have, you know, the economic power like in the UK, our fighters are not known. But yes, there's a big, you know, amount of people that follow boxing, but it's just not the most popular sport by far. I mean, so a lot of people doesn't know a boxer that doesn't fight in the country, but is fighting in Europe and then moves to the United States. So Martinez just wasn't a personality. He wasn't known here until the Chavez fight, when he started to be really vocal about it, and, you know, start to go in all this gossip show, entertainment shows and all that. But before that, no, man, nobody knew Martinez. So.
I tell you what, Mao, if you were like a boxing fan watching boxing, well, if you were a fan watching boxing for the first time, like in Argentina, you'd be like, fuck boxing. This fucking, how can boxing let a fucking guy with no leg compete?
Yeah, I mean, I will feel like, man, people have lied to me. I mean, this guy, how could he be or how could he has been, I mean, number 3 pound for pound, or, I mean, this guy doesn't look like a champion at all. I mean, you look, your guy, the guy who's representing your country, even I don't believe that, and you see him drop 3 times in the first round, and you say, come on, man, this is shit.
But also, didn't you tell us that most Argentinian fans are basically bandwagoners?
Sorry, man, you're tripping off.
Yeah, you're breaking up a bit, Dan.
Oh, my bad. Didn't you say that, like, most of the casuals are just bandwagoner fans?
Yes, exactly. But, I mean, the thing that I'm trying to say is that if Martinez would have beat Cotto in a decisive way, I mean, all the people will be screaming for Martinez and raiding, you know, his bandwagon. But, like, he lost, it's exactly the opposite. All the people are overly criticizing Martinez just based on these last 3 fights and not in his career.
But, but I do got to say that this is probably the worst way that you can end the script of a person's career.
Yeah, I totally agree, because
I mean, it could be a legacy killer, man.
Yeah, because it's not that he lost against Cotto, that I thought that it would be bad because he was fighting against a small junior middleweight, but the way that he lost, I mean, he didn't win any round, he didn't do anything, he wasn't, you know, active enough to at least get around. I think that it was a disaster. I mean, the only thing that I give him props is to keep fighting, but, you know, it was just a good fight.
That's a great point. And the thing is, with most boxing fans, most sports fans in general, they always remember the last thing you did. They forget about the great stuff you did in between, but it's the thing that gets ingrained into the brain is the last thing you did. But we got Antonio. We had some issues, but we got him on the line. Antonio, you there?
Oh, yo, Antonio, you got too much feedback.
Yo, Antonio, we can't hear what you're saying. We have to move on to another caller.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
The show is just finishing, Antonio.
I can't hear him. I can't hear him.
Yo, cut him off.
Oh
cut him
man,
off,
you guys
man.
are funny. You guys are funny.
Yo, Antonio, can you call back in a couple of months when we forgot about all this?
Yo, did all you guys pick Martinez last week?
No, man, I picked Cotto. Come on.
Get the fuck out of here. Nah, man, but man, great night, man. I mean, great night for Cotto. I mean, what can I say? I mean, I heard all the excuses in the books, man, on how Martinez or Cotto didn't have no shot. You know, we could all say that, you know, Cotto was a better boxer, man. I mean, this is the thing about Cotto and the guys that Martinez has fought in the past. You know, they all been big guys, you know, big, strong guys that come forward. And that's what I said. I mean, for like I said, when he fought Chavez, you know, Chavez, all he did was come forward. He had no defense, no ring generalship, none of that, you know, and that's what Cotto had in the fight against Martinez. You know, and you saw it, man. You seen the head movement. You seen the legs there, man. I mean, it was a great night. You know, I mean, I'm still excited right now. That's why I can't talk, man. I'm like, oh man, it was a great night for Miguel Cotto. And you know, the important question now is moving forward is, you know, what's next for him? You know, I did call the Boxing Voice last night, and he has a few options there. You know, I mean, it all depends on, you know, how he wants to go about it. You know, whether he wants a tough fight or an easy fight. You know, to be honest with you, I thought about it, and I feel like, man, he should, you know, avenge that loss with Austin Trout. You know, even though I don't think he's gonna go that route, you know, but he should take an easy fight before stepping in the ring with these big guys like Canelo or Golovkin. You know, I don't want him to lose his title in his next fight. You know, I mean, what do you guys think about that?
That's a great point, Antonio. But
Trout, high risk, low reward.
He's after
I mean,
legacy and accolades now. You know, the best thing I'll say for him to do now, right? Just tempt Quillin, go and take another title, add another five world titles, first Puerto Rican fight world titles, and then after that, you know.
Wait. It's 4 weight classes, man.
Yeah, so, but if he gets that one off Quillin, would that be the 5th one?
no, because it's still middleweight.
No, we're talking about weight classes, not titles and.
Yeah.
I just don't think he'll go for a title like that. You know, I mean, what kind of title does Kid Chocolate has? He has what does he have? He doesn't have no big time WBO.
No, but,
it's
but,
still one
but
of the
he already made history. I mean, fuck the title. He can move back down. I mean, he already achieved what he wanted to do.
Great point.
You get killed if you go down. Like, you get killed.
No, why?
What?
Why is he going to get killed? Because he was only a pound over the 154 limit, so it's not as though it's like he's...
but it's like, look, there's killers down there, man. You know, just like deal with Quillin first. Quillin is an easy fight for him. You know, the shape that he's in now.
Yeah, but Roos, it's not a big money fight though. Like, he's looking at big money fights now because he's not got long left. He's got maybe 2 years max.
Yeah, look, if you tempt Quillin on next year on a Puerto Rican Day parade, he's gonna sell out the garden.
Quillin,
I know. I'm just saying.
No, but Roos, you might sell out the garden, but the pay-per-view figures will be shit.
Exactly.
Well,
the only big money fight out there is Canelo Alvarez. I mean, that's the only big fight. Other than that, who else is at 160 that he can make money? You know, Floyd, I mean, that's stupid, though. I mean, what is he going to do, move up in weight? That's like a stupid move from Mayweather. I mean, every time fucking...
I disagree, man. It's another weight class belt, man.
I know, but come on, man. He should be fighting other top contenders at 160 instead of waiting for smaller guys to move up in weight, you know, and then, you know, chase that title down. I mean, if he wasn't fighting at 160 before, why now?
Isn't that why Cotto picked Sergio?
Yeah, you're right. Concept? I mean, the thing is, man, I just wish Mayweather would have fought Martinez before Cotto did, you know?
No, I feel you. But I understand your point, but at the same time, man, you can't give Floyd too much shit because he's just be following the same shit that, you know, Cotto did.
Yeah, you're right.
Antonio, I can hear the swagger over the phone, man.
No, ain't no swagger going on. I just, man, I had it right, man. I mean, you guys all saw it, man. I mean, Cotto is... Man, he's a great boxer, man. We all saw it, man. And he made Martinez miss so many times. It wasn't even funny, man, the way he was moving in the ring. I mean, again, we could all, you know, take that knee into consideration. You know, his knee from the start was we all saw it. It was like it was just stalling. I mean, he just couldn't move the way he used to. But hey, I mean, it's bullshit. Throughout the whole press conference, face off, and all this nonsense, he was talking hella shit. So was his trainer, Lou DiBella. Everybody was talking shit. They gave Cotto no
that's
shot.
A fair point. That's a fair point. But the majority of people that I talked to who were picking Cotto, the basis of their argument lied predominantly on the condition of Sergio's knee.
Yeah, but do you guys think even if Martinez had both knees, working properly, you don't think Cotto would still give him problems in the fight?
Yeah, don't.
I just feel like Cotto is a much complete fighter in boxing than Martinez.
Yeah, I agree with that, Antonio.
But yeah, Antonio, weren't you surprised with the state of Martinez? I mean, weren't you?
Let me tell you something. During the first round, when Cotto, I think he caught him with left hand, and the way Martinez was moving his legs, man, they were so wobbly, man. And ever since that shot, he just couldn't move, man. I felt kind of bad for Martinez throughout the fight, to be honest with you. I don't know what's next for him. Maybe retire, maybe take a easy fight in Argentina, and try to get your confidence back up. Because I mean, he still could be a few guys at 160.
No.
Especially with his speed and movement.
I mean, he has to retire.
He has to retire. You think? Okay.
Sergio has to
Martinez.
retire. Yeah, he has to retire.
Who could he be at 160, Antonio?
I mean, he could. I want to say he should face the winner of Golovkin and Gil, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Maybe.
Come on.
I know
You want to be dead, Ben?
I mean, I think he could beat Gil.
Not with the knee problems. Not with knee problems.
No.
Yeah. It's so funny. You guys noticed last night after all the talks about Cotto, claiming he wants to come out first and, this nonsense. Martinez ended up, coming out second, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys noticed that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. But other than that, that's about it. I mean, again, now we got to think about what's going on or what's going to happen
Antonio.
before,
Can you address the pink issue, man?
Oh, the pink issue, isn't it? Man, I could have sworn it was something dealing with his father when he passed away. I just got to go back and do some research about that. But what do you guys think about pink?
Real men can get away with wearing pink, so.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking a lot of shit on Cotto, and a lot of it was just me, fucking around and trolling, but, I give props to Cotto, man. He looked great, and I think, he's definitely a top dog at junior middleweight, but I think he should stay away from middleweight.
I mean, what do you guys think he should do next, other than just don't include Aquilin in this equation? Who else is out there for Cotto at 160?
Go for it, Ski Mask.
Yeah, Ski Mask.
Jump in, man.
Yo, I think Cotto looked good last night, but let's fix it, man. I feel bad for fucking.
You feel bad?
Hell yeah, man. I'm gonna eat my crow. So.
Well, eat it then.
But man, oh fuck.
Man, you feel depressed.
Yo, Ski Mask sounds depressed as fuck, man. I hope you're not suicidal, Ski Mask. The thing is, I know Ski Mask works in a hospital, man. He's got access to medication and all that. Just be careful, Ski Mask. Be careful.
No, I think Ski Mask is mad that Cotto replaced him with Brian as assistant, man.
That motherfucker lost weight, didn't he? Fuck.
Yo, fucking Ski Mask is missing the late night spooning sessions they had in the past, man.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Ski Mask.
Then no more of that bullshit.
Ski Mask, can you do Miguel Cotto? Your Miguel Cotto impression, no?
Miguel Cotto.
Yeah.
Miguel
That's
Cotto.
it.
Miguel
Man,
Cotto.
it's terrible, man. Started the post fight. He was referring himself throughout the whole damn fight in the third.
Yeah, he said it about 3 times. He's like, Miguel Cotto did great. Miguel Cotto did best.
Miguel Cotto came to Madison Square Garden. Miguel Cotto did his best. Miguel Cotto. Freddy Roach. Like, what the fuck?
Miguel Cotto took a shit last night? No, I'm playing. Stop.
Nah, man.
No, but hey.
You know what? Seriously, man, I felt bad for Sergio. I don't know if you guys felt bad for him once, like, you guys saw him go down the first 3 in the first 3 in the first round. Oh man, after that I was all like, man, this guy, he's gonna lose. I was so convinced, man, that Martinez probably had a chance. but I knew the knee was gonna give him problems. But I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. You know.
The ironic thing. The ironic thing is,
the way that Cotto applied pressure. Oh my God, everything was on point. But you know what? I don't know. I'm still kind of not convinced all the way with Miguel Cotto. The only fight that I could see that will prove him would be Gennady Golovkin, just because that dude puts pressure too. But Gennady Golovkin isn't proven yet neither. So let's not go there neither, you know. But maybe Canelo, if he wants a big money fight, he should go with Canelo, Mexican versus Puerto Rico. And I think I will go for the young one this time, Canelo Alvarez, man.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
I feel like, man, either Canelo or Golovkin, man, those are just two heavy hitters, man. Cotto should just try to avoid them in his next fight. I know they're talking about Canelo next for his big fight, but he needs to just defend his title, man, you know, against a much easier opponent, man. I mean, I feel like those two guys would just take whatever Cotto has.
Nah, see, the thing is, he cannot take no easy opponents, man. This dude's on his last string. He wants to retire already. He wants to enjoy his family. He wants to enjoy his money. So why the fuck not get a fucking fight with Canelo Alvarez?
There's
or
a high
Gennady Golovkin. I think in HBO he'll get more money for a Gennady Golovkin if once that Gennady Golovkin, if he gets past Daniel Gill, I believe they're gonna fight. You know, and if Gennady Golovkin does a big show, oh, you better believe it, man. It's either those two.
It may sound daft, but I think that Canelo is the easier fight for Cotto.
Yes, that's not even a question. But we're sounding like Floyd Mayweather fans right now. You know, like
hey,
we're condoning, you know, Cotto ducking fighters. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But hey, real quick, what do you guys think about this whole thing with Miguel Cotto and Freddie Roach? I mean, I've been hearing a few things that if Freddie Roach was in his career a few years back, he would still be undefeated. What do you guys think about that?
I hate stuff like that because there's too many variables. You can't really say that. You know, there's too many different things that happen.
I don't think so, man. It's just that this dude Cotto, you know, he found Freddie Roach at a perfect time. He just wants to retire, man. He's just hungry. He wants to go out in a bang. He wants to leave his name in a legacy. But as far as him picking Freddie Roach from the get-go, I don't think so, man. I don't think he'll be undefeated. I think he'll be defeated the same way, you know?
Yeah, because you know those times he wasn't living the life, you know. But I think now he's kind of dedicated more. So you know we see in the results.
But Antonio, thanks for calling in. Yeah, I need to clear the lines.
I'm gonna text you guys a Mixler right now.
All right.
But yeah, other than that, before I go, I'm gonna go for the upset this weekend. Ruzan's gonna get outboxed.
Algeri?
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Oh. Yo, this guy looks in great shape, man. Oh man, dude.
Yeah. Like, what?
I feel like he's gonna outbox him.
Yoga pants?
No, yoga pants. Yeah, I did, man.
how you look good and then you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot at the same time, man?
What, you say that? Nah, really. He's gonna get outboxed. Watch, man.
Have you seen him fight? Have you seen Algeri fight, man?
I saw him in his last fight. I guess it was on ESPN. You know, he's a boxer though. He's a boxer, so we'll see what he has. You know. But yeah, I'll catch you guys at Mixler.
All right, thanks, Antonio.
All right, take up the phone call,
take care. Yo, guys, we got another caller. Jab.
Hey guys.
How you doing, Jab?
Hey,
how's it going?
What's up, bro?
We're doing pretty good. Hey, how tight was Sergio Martinez fucking brace? Did it play part of this competition?
I'm not even gonna try to go around it. I'm here to just eat my double portion of freaking black crawl from the cold mountains over there because I was probably one of the people. I mean, a lot of people were very into the corner for Sergio, but I was one of those guys that was just teasing people and just saying things. But I got to say, I would give a lot of credit to Miguel Cotto for following his plan, and obviously to Freddie Roach for designing the game plan. However,
wait, did you just say you wanted to eat double crow, right?
Yeah, man, I have to.
All right, let me tell the Mexican chef in the back. Hey, Juan! Dos tiras de crow, por favor!
But he followed the game plan and all of that. But I do want to say, and this is my personal opinion. I was really, I guess, there's some fighters that I really follow. I like them a lot, and even though I try not to be emotionally connected, in that kind of situation as a fan of boxing, sometimes you can't really help it. I do like Sergio's story and all of that, but I think I was very invested into this fight because it really hit me hard when he lost. And I'll explain one thing here. And obviously you guys probably already talked about this. I just joined, but this fight was tremendously painful to watch, okay? Because I did think, like everybody else, that the speed was going to be there, the movement was going to be there. Yeah, we knew the knee was a problem, but we thought, well, but if he's fighting, it's probably good enough to move around, to put power on his punches, to lean into it. He couldn't do any of that. And I feel that when he got hit cold, I don't think he got hit cold, but trust me, if it wasn't because of the knee, he could have got up and do better. It looked very painful. It looked like he was uncomfortable on his knees. At some point, Cotto twisted him around, and he almost, I think they counted it as a knockdown because he almost hit the canvas with his knee. It was a very, very painful thing to watch. And I think Cotto, again, he did his job, but let's not pretend that this man was not 100%, not even 100%. He cannot fight anymore. He needs to retire. And it's a shame that this happened at this point in his career. That's my opinion about the fight. I think he was done. He didn't even have power to counter Miguel Cotto. If you remember, Cotto's face is usually very cold, very reddish after a fight. And in that particular fight, his face was just very clean at the end, which is rare.
Yeah.
So he cannot. I mean, obviously Martinez couldn't beat anybody there, and even worse than beating people, I think he doesn't need to put himself into a situation where he could basically just, get worse and maybe get reconstructive surgery as a result. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree with everything you said, man.
So as far as Cotto's, you disagree? As far as Cotto's saying in that class, I don't want to sound like a hater, like you guys say, but I say if you're really in top shape, fight Triple G, and then I'm gonna be on that bandwagon. But with this victory, I mean, I don't want to take credit away from him, but for me, as a fan, if he's really that good, beat Triple G. But I don't think he's gonna do that. So
I agree.
Right, because he is a lineal champion now, right?
He is. So you are the lineal in Triple G. I think he is the guy who's supposed to be fighting the champion. So let's see if you truly have that power. Because again, Cotto's movements were perfect, but that's Cotto's. That's always how he fights. He's always moving his toes. He always does these things. The problem is he had a guy without knees on the other side. So if you're fighting against somebody who's not moving, who's not hitting you back, come on. How can we say that Cotto hit so hard that he's going to hit harder than Chavez Jr. or Martin Murray? I don't see that. I don't see that at all.
Jab, after the fight, I read the New York Daily newspaper.
Yes.
And Martinez went to the hospital and all he had was a broken nose. He had no problems with a knee.
How can you say that, man?
Well, that's what the newspaper said, so...
Yeah,
he didn't have a broken knee.
Use your eyes, man.
Shoot. Yeah.
Okay, obviously it wasn't fully recovered, but he didn't twist it again. He didn't re-injure the injury.
Good. But it's not like it's a good knee. He's lucky. Right. He dislocated the knee or broke it. I mean... Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Jeff.
I was saying he's fortunate that his knee is not in a worse condition. And don't get me wrong, he took the fight, and I feel that because he took the fight, he should have known better. But at the same time, I'm glad that he's not injured for life on that knee because it could have been worse for him. He took the fight, and I agree, and I like the fact that he didn't give any excuses after the fight. I like that. You know, I might even disagree a little bit with his trainer for stopping the fight, because I feel like, you know, he's a champion, let him go on his shield. He wasn't taking too much punishment, in my opinion. It's just he wasn't there. He couldn't move. He couldn't do the things that he needed to do. You see, it was all because of his legs were gone, period. His knees were gone. They weren't there. So
what? And that's good that you brought that up, because now, I mean, I hope he doesn't go in the media and tries to kind of like make an excuse after the fight about the legs. You know, for example, like Timothy Bradley complaining about the fucking calf, the legs, the ankles.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that bullshit. You know, you lost, you know.
And he took the fight, but he's not gonna do. I don't think Sergio comes across as that type of guy. If you saw what he did, he says you have to know how to win and how to lose. And if I saw the fight again, they were doing translation on the actual conversation. You know, sometimes you can't really hear what they're saying in the corners, but the guys translate for you. But they were the corner man kept saying, "I can't let you go out there. Your knees are not responding, Sergio. You know, they're not responding. I have to stop this." And Sergio wanted to come up and continue to fight because he said, "Give me one more." And the trainer said, "No, I can't." And you know when that happened? The trainer noticed the same thing I'm telling you. On that 9th round, when he was turning around, he almost hit the canvas with his knees. That's crazy. He wasn't even a bad turn. He was just doing a normal turn, and he almost fell down. His knees were gone. You know, the only thing I feel that, and maybe that is the difference when you have a world-class trainer versus a guy who just knows what he's doing, is that if you guys know, Sergio Martinez camps are known for never sparring with anybody. Okay? I feel that, I don't think they spar a lot. I heard maybe Austin Trout for a little bit. I feel that they needed to say, you know what, we have a different fighter now. Huh?
No, go on. Sorry, go on.
I said they never sparred with people, so I feel that maybe in this particular training camp, they needed to bring someone who could apply pressure to Sergio to see how the knee would react in real time. And perhaps he might have even gotten injured during the camp. I don't know. Maybe that's why they didn't do it. But I feel they needed to bring somebody in to apply pressure, to do a real, you know, like a regular training camp where you actually have people coming in and sparring with your guy to give, because it's not the same thing. You could do training, but when somebody's against you, pushing you, moving you around, your body reacts differently. That's what I think. But they didn't do that either. You know, so it's all their fault.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah, but I think that when the fight was signed, Sergio couldn't he couldn't spar. So I think that he actually signed for the fight, and maybe then was too late to, you know, back up and retire.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. He wasn't, you know who I give total credit, guys, for this, and I know this is not his show, but he did say this months ago, okay? But Beeb from the Boxing Voice, he was the one guy, he saw everything before for months, and the one thing that he pointed to, it wasn't Cotto's skills or none of that. Obviously Cotto is a very skillful fighter, but he was the guy who kept saying, I know about that injury. Once that injury happens to you, you're never the same. He's not recovered. And that's exactly what happened, man. You know, it's sad to see the good ones go like this, but, you know, he took it like a man. And the only thing I would change is I wish they would have let him finish.
No, he didn't. Didn't take it like a man.
Huh?
He didn't take it like a man.
What do you mean? He didn't stop the fight. He said, I want to continue. His corner did.
No, listen, see if you were a man, you would have not fought and saved all those fucking Argentinian fans some money flying out there.
Then we would have known what happened. Come on. No, I paid for the fight and I don't care. You know, I'm not asking for my money back.
True. Where were those Argentinian fans before the Chavez fight? I
mean, that's disingenuous. You know what boxing's like. Where was that as a Triple G fan when he was fighting fucking some fucking bum in Germany? You know?
No, I agree with you, True. That's what we all know what boxing's like. You know, boxing, you get whatever you can get. You get whatever you can get from it financially. And that's what Sergio did.
Yeah.
But listen, that was like, as I've said before, that was like a testimonial, as other people have said, like Larry and Ruse were saying, that was a payoff. But why is that acceptable? Why in any other competitive sport would you find that acceptable? That was meant to be like a big fucking summer blockbuster event for boxing. Instead it turned into a fucking Yeah, instead it turned into a fucking exhibition match.
It's the most corrupt sport in America. It's the most corrupt sport, period.
Yeah. But guys, we just need to move on a bit. Yo, Jab, thanks for calling in. We just need to get to a few more callers.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thanks a lot,
Appreciate
Jab.
it, Tom.
Take care.
Take care, Jab.
But we got my boy Dave, the Sinister. Dave, how you doing?
Oh, I'm alright. I'm fucking fantastic.
Dave, we got more callers, so we have to get you off the line.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jab. Thanks, Dave.
Now, go on, Dave. You don't need a Crow soundbite.
No, for once, right?
For a change, yeah.
I got a couple things to say though. I do agree with some of the points that you guys are making, but a few things do have to be addressed first.
Okay.
One, all the people out there, and they know who they were, that were saying all that bullshit about Cotto, picking Cotto with their heart. I think it's pretty obvious by all the depressed moods everybody's being in these days to see that it was everybody who picked Sergio that was picking with their heart. Yeah, anybody who's going to sit there and argue the point 80% Sergio is healthy enough to beat Miguel Cotto. Come on.
No. It wasn't that. We miscalculated the severity of Sergio's knee injury, which is a matter of health and science. That has nothing to do with picking with your heart.
No, man, because I was telling everybody how bad his knee was. It was common knowledge.
You made the correct pick. You made the correct, pick, but we had the wrong intuition.
It wasn't common knowledge.
You were right in that.
It was common knowledge to me, man. I said this shit months ago, just like Beeb. Because if you know anything about this injury, it's a serious freaking injury.
Listen, it's a big deal, man.
About it, man.
It's a big deal. If Dan said he's miscalculated, trust me, that's a big deal, man.
Exactly.
But come on, think about it. Dan's not good at everything.
It's not about a heart, dude. It's just that we didn't know how bad his knee was going to be, man.
Yeah, exactly.
But that kind of just proves my point, because you guys are going based off of what you've seen in the past and not looking at him realistically with the thought of the injury.
Yeah, but again, I didn't know the severity of his injury leading up to this fight because Sergio lied to us in our faces.
Yeah, exactly. He told us that in the Murray fight, he was hurt.
Because when he first came out, and this fight was first signed and said, okay, it's official, he came out and said he was asked about his knee. And he said a doctor told him that by fight time, he would be able to get to 80%. 80% isn't 100%, and he's already going to be only getting to 80% already because of the injury. So you're only getting to 60%, 50%?
Dave, can you tell me, when did he throw a straight left hand in that fight?
He threw a couple really nice straight left hands to the body, never really to the face, though.
Man, fuck. You guys are going all back and forth, man. I think I have knee injuries now.
But regardless, again, Dave, we're all speculating on the percentage of Sergio's knee. That doesn't have much to do with heart, in my opinion.
Well, what I'm saying as far as what made you make that decision, that was more of going based on your heart than reality. Because if it was real enough for me to see the writing on the wall, and believe me, even though Cotto's my favorite fighter, I don't rate him highly. I didn't think he was going to beat Manny Pacquiao when he stepped in the ring with Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, but Dave, you sound like some kind of PhD doctor or something right now, man.
No, I'm not sounding like a PhD doctor. I'm just talking about something I know about, which is a little bit to do with this particular injury.
Dave, I think you've came on here with your chest puffed out because you picked the right one. And I respect your opinion, Dave, but I think you should be gentle with us.
Gentle? This isn't...
Yo, Dave, let me ask you a question, man. What top 10 junior middleweight or middleweight would you think that Sergio Martinez would have a chance against?
You know, truthfully, I think it would be an interesting fight. I don't know if I favor him or not, but I kind of would like to see Quillen. I kind of would like to see it.
Why?
Yeah, but who would win?
I don't know, man. I can't say, to be honest, because I don't know how well Cotto can adjust to that power. I mean, Sergio obviously didn't show enough power to really tell if Cotto can handle that 160 power. You know? So, I mean, believe me, I still have the same question marks. I think I put it in some other chat somewhere. I still have the same question marks about Cotto that everybody had prior to the Rodriguez fight. I'm not, like, praising him any higher right now. I just, I saw what was going to happen here. That's all. I'm not letting it make me think that, like, Cotto's this beast or anything. Like, I hear a lot of people saying now, people are giving Cotto a lot of credit now, and it's, like, maybe a little bit too much.
I've give Cotto credit. I said Cotto would beat Floyd Mayweather. This version of Cotto would beat Floyd. That's what I said.
I don't know about that.
It's not gonna happen.
That's stretching, Chew. That's stretching.
That's doing something that Sergio can't do. Stretch.
Oh man, what a fucking low blow.
Oh yeah, I wanna go back quickly. Actually, is that true? You used Trout as a sparring partner. Trout's a southpaw. Like,
who said that? Was it Jab that said that?
Trout's nothing like Cotto.
Yeah, I think Jab got that from one of his wacky websites.
No, I've heard that as well. I don't know if it's legit. Like, but I have heard that. But
fucking like one of those Korean bootleg.
And if you're off for so long, you need sparring. You can't go into a fight with that kind of rust and think something's gonna happen. Like, so that means he's taking no punches then. If he's not sparring.
Yeah, cause he's probably thought if I spar, I'll damage my knee and I won't be able to. I'll have to pull out the fight. So he's probably just thought, fuck sparring.
Hey, do you guys mind if I touch on another fight that was on this pay-per-view card, man?
Go ahead, Joe.
What Melendez getting beat by a guy
Andy
who
Lee,
was
man.
okay.
Andy Lee, what a fucking knockout, man!
That was a great fight.
It wasn't a great fight. Andy Lee was getting fucked up, to be honest.
Yeah, he was, man.
He was running, man.
He put him to sleep like fucking Pacquiao, dude. I think this probably right now to me. So far, I think this is probably like knockout of the year. But I said, the year is still long to go. We'll see more fights, but so far this one is knockout of the year.
Nah, I still think Froch Groves is knockout of the year.
I don't know. I would say that, but Groves woke up quite quick. I still hope that. I wish that Groves stayed asleep for like.
I know what you're saying, but I know what you're saying because when someone gets knocked out cold, it is a better knockout. But the way Lee caught him, it wasn't excellent
it wasn't
punch.
A big fucking shot. It was just a real short shot.
Like a slap. It looked like a little.
Yeah.
Yo, but we gotta give props to Groves because he was doing some nice ass yoga moves, though, man. I like that one. I took that for my own and I utilized it this morning and I felt great, man.
Yeah, no, but Johnson was sleeping like, when you're trying to put a baby to sleep and the baby's crying, like, you're trying to fight him like, it's okay, it's alright.
Yo, guys, all jokes aside, do you think Andy Lee looks a bit unhealthy at that weight, man?
Yeah,
he was
skinny
as fuck,
man. He's looking starved. He don't look good at all.
Nah.
You don't look good at all.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of Adam Booth's tactics, and I think he's a great trainer, but recommending Andy Lee to go down to 154 after he's been like a career 160, I think that's a bad move personally.
Yeah,
he's not going to do nothing. He's basically shot, to be honest. And with Booth, he hasn't looked good in one fight. Well, other than that knockout, he hasn't done anything good in any of the fights against Booth. He was lucky he didn't get the decision in this fight before that.
Right. Andy got dropped in the first round in this fight against Jackson.
Yeah, I thought,
And Andy Lee's a bomb.
And if you watch,
he is. He's a bomb.
Yeah, he's shot.
If you watch Gary Logan, like, at times he looked worried, like, boy, I don't know what the hell we're gonna do here. And when he pulled it off, he was like, yeah. And I'm just looking at him like, really?
Well, they got at least a payday coming. They got at least.
Yeah, like I mean, you looking there like you don't know what to do. Now it's like, yeah, like, shut up, man.
I think you're being a bit harsh on Andy Lee.
Nah, I'm not. Obviously, it was a great knockout, but we're talking about what he's done. Like, it's not like he did good in the fight. Come on, man, he was up in there.
It was. But the thing is, like, Like, the Jackson kid, he wasn't throwing any jabs. He wasn't throwing anything until he trapped Andy Lee against the ropes, and then, as soon as he started to throw a combination, like more than 2 punches, that's when Andy Lee caught him. So, I mean, I don't really see how much more Andy Lee could have done, because the guy had a strange style, like John Jackson. He wasn't throwing anything.
Listen, I appreciated, now after watching the fight, I appreciated Amir Khan when he was running away from Colasso. At least he had some activity. Andy Lee didn't have nothing.
How can you say that when he knocked him out, though?
Yeah, but, like, what was he doing before that?
Running.
Exactly.
He was running, but, well, devil's advocate, wouldn't you run against a fucking... No, listen, who is the guy the son of? Arguably the hardest puncher pound for pound there's ever been. And if the guy's got one thing he can punch, so why shouldn't he run for a couple of rounds until his power goes away?
Yeah, he also has his dad's chin too. I mean, chew.
Yeah, true.
So,
I thought the kid, until he got knocked out, I thought the kid, he was cutting off the ring very well. He wasn't throwing any punches, but he was trapping Andy Lee against the ropes a lot, and I thought, he's looking pretty good. But the way he got caught with the punch was just, you should have saw it coming.
Yep.
Yo, guys, we got another caller. Brandon, are you on the line?
Yeah, buddy.
How you doing, Brandon?
I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
Yeah, great. We're still talking about the New York card. What's your thoughts on the Cotto Sergio and any other of the fights on that bill?
Yeah, I thought after Andy Lee dropped Jackson, I thought maybe this undercard's going to be better than I thought. Then it kind of slipped a little with who was next after that.
Maciel?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't really feeling that fight too much, but yeah, that main event, man, that was interesting. I'm late to the conversation. You guys have probably talked about this 100 times already, so I don't know what I should say.
Yo, you just give us your thoughts. Just give us your thoughts.
Yeah, man. Basically, I sat on the line for Boxing Voice for like 2 hours on Thursday. I wanted to get in so bad to say, like, my prediction was, I wanted to tell them that they were being a little too harsh on Cotto. That Cotto, the opposition he has fought, like, they were looking way too far past that. And it surprised me how fast he started. And I still don't know whether to believe it was because of Martinez's knee or because Cotto just put that pressure on him and Martinez he got caught early. And that's what he's telling DiBella. That's what DiBella's telling us. I got to give it up for Cotto, man. I got to give it up for him. And from here, where does he go? I don't know. I'm not sure. Great fight.
Where do you think he goes?
What's that? What do I think it was?
Where do you think he goes?
Oh, where do I think Cotto goes? Well, my thing right now is I was having some conversations on Twitter with Ryan Bivens. He was saying that's Sweet Boxing for anybody who doesn't know. He was saying that Cotto he's only been signing these one-fight deals with Bob Arum. And you got to give it up for Cotto for being smart that way because he's got that Showtime option available. Whatever's going on with Golden Boy right now, it looks like maybe Canelo would ride with De La Hoya either way. So,
most definitely.
You know what I mean? Exactly. So that looks like that's open. I would love to see Triple G. And then you got the mix with Kid Chocolate and David Lemieux fighting each other. I don't think they would put them up there right away, but I mean they're around for possible fights maybe down the line. I don't know, that 160 division is hot right now.
I think this was a one-day rental for Cotto. I don't think he wants anything to do with 160.
And I think if Canelo Cotto happens, it happens on HBO.
That's my thing, Chu. Is
of course.
Does it stick with It's got to stick with HBO, I guess, right? Like I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it can. Technically speaking, it can go to Showtime, Brandon. But don't you think like this would be a great reveal for the potential top-ranked Golden Boy alliance?
I totally agree.
Like, think about it like, when you open up a business, right? You have that red ribbon cutting process.
Yeah, grand
Like
opening.
this,
Yeah,
exactly. This would be the grand opening to the HBO partnership. So
that's a good prediction. I think that I never thought about it that way, but that's a good point.
But again, Brandon, don't you think, that Canelo-Lara fight, that's obviously the most it's a very difficult fight for Canelo. Do you think Canelo beats Lara?
That's the other thing. Like, can we look past Lara? I don't know.
Oh, of course not.
To me, it doesn't really matter. As long as he doesn't get knocked out, the fight will happen regardless.
Good point.
I agree with that.
No, but I see that point, dude, but that fight would lose so much of its luster if he lost.
Good point.
Nah.
Dude, it would, too.
A little bit, but it would still fucking be a good fight. It's kind of like Eric Morales, Manny Pacquiao. Eric Morales got beat off Raheem. And then the fight happened anyway, and no one really gave a fuck. The second fight.
Good point.
And then you got Mayweather sitting there too, right? And the only thing I can think of is I don't think Cotto's going to want to take that soft touch like he did with Austin Trout again to fuck around. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to try and want to get someone hung. So those are the three guys, I guess, right?
But Brandon, that wasn't really like a tune-up fight or stay busy fight, man. He picked Austin Trout deliberately for his belt, man.
Yeah, I guess, right? Why? I don't know. Why would you choose him? I don't know. That was weird. And, I don't know. Trout showed up. Trout's a great fighter. Don't get me wrong. Not trying to call him like a step over fight or whatever, but, I don't know. Those are the three guys, I guess, right? Mayweather, Triple G, or Canelo. That's it.
Yo, and Brandon, you think Martinez should hang him up?
Unfortunately, man, I don't know. He's, what else can he do if it is the knees? It's hard to say. If it's the knees, he's got to hang it up. He's got to do that.
Yeah, it's got to be the knees, right? After what you saw on Saturday.
I guess. But can you take away that hook from Cotto in the beginning to made him buckle? Maybe what the fuck were those shorts? Did we talk about that yet?
Yeah,
you guys see his shorts?
Yeah.
Was he trying to hide the braces? Like, that's not me. I'm an athlete, whatever. I box too, and for me, when I see these guys hanging those shorts so low, like, you got no mobility. Like, what the fuck do you want? When I fought amateur, our shorts are above our knees, just above, and like, you don't want to have shorts hanging that low, like trying to fucking move. And what was that? I don't know.
Yeah, I actually thought that those fucking shorts are way baggier than Rigondeaux shorts, you know?
Yeah, well, I think the shorts got mixed up with Andy Ruiz's shorts.
Yeah.
I think the shorts were long shorts. That's an oxymoron.
Yeah, but guys, do you want to talk about any of the other undercard fights? Because I watched it today. I thought the Maciel, what's the guy's name? Maciel Melendez fight was decent. It was better than the Sansosa fight.
Yeah, I saw that upset coming, because I saw Maciel against Rose, and I think he beat Rose, and we're going to see Rose against Andrade in the weekend coming.
Yeah,
so Maciel should really be fighting Andrade right now, but yeah, Maciel's a good Argentinian, like, you know what I mean? They're unknown, so you don't really know a lot about him, but he only had a week's notice, didn't he?
Yeah, because I think it was Yuri Thurman, wasn't it? He was initially supposed to fight Yuri Thurman, and he pulled out, but I thought Maciel came out and he did really well, and he got the upset. But Mao, do you know much of this Maciel guy?
No, actually, I only saw the fight against Rose. I thought that he won the fight, but in this fight he looked good. But he was gassing out towards the end of the fight. He struggled to finish that fight,
and it was a 10-rounder as well.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's true. And he was lucky that he scored a knockdown. I don't know in what round, and after that or previous to that, the referee deducted a point from his opponent. So,
Yeah,
I think he got lucky.
Yeah. Melendez was hitting him with some bad low blows, man. He could have deducted a few points, to be honest. But if no one's got anything else to say about that, should we just quickly go to the UK card?
Sorry, man. You mind if I jump in real quick?
Go ahead, Brandon.
I don't know if you talked about. Did you guys see the Willie Nelson KO that everybody's talking about?
I've not seen it personally.
No.
And he was way under way low on that undercard, which is to me kind of weird because he was getting some prime fights on HBO last year, wasn't he? Last summer, Willie Nelson. I don't know. Never mind. It's all good.
No, that's cool. He's not really a guy I've followed that much, to be honest.
I think he's with the Bella, and weren't they calling for? They were calling for him versus.
Was it Matthew Macklin, and then he pulled out? He got injured or something. He was supposed to fight Macklin.
Yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know. I found it kind of interesting that he was so low on the undercard there, but supposedly the KO was legit, and a lot of people he was kind of trending for a little bit there. So I don't know. I didn't see it though. So, anyways, thanks.
Yo,
no problem. But
I just want to say regarding Lou DiBella, I've had some kind of sympathy for him in the past because he's always been a kind of small-time promoter and stuff, and he's been like a kind of plucky guy against, the big promoters. But after Saturday night, man, fuck him. I'll never trust that guy again.
Until you find out that he's your uncle, and you know what I mean, you got a hand in his pocket.
Bob Arum does that every week.
No, listen. In terms of looking after the fighter, yeah, he done a brilliant thing, I suppose that's the priority, but in terms of gaining new fans to the sport, like I said previously, if you're watching boxing for the first time on Saturday, and you watch that main event, you'll be like, what the fuck?
No, but I don't understand how you can give Bob Arum a pass, but not fucking Lou DiBella, man.
Related.
Well,
Bob Arum's not really his promoter. Are you talking about Miguel Cotto?
No, I'm just talking about his body of work. All the fucking fucked up shit he's done in the past, man.
Oh, listen, I'm not giving him a pass. I agree with you.
Okay.
But Bob Arum, you know what Bob Arum is. Lou DiBella has been, to the boxing writers, etc., you've been seen as a kind of good guy.
Nah, you're being a bit harsh, man.
I saw today Vic was mentioning on Twitter that he was asking people if DiBella should maybe run for the position over at Golden Boy. Was it Golden Boy? Yeah, over for Schaefer, I guess, right? Or something?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any truth to that or not, but I mean, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, he used to run HBO back in the late 90s. He actually done a pretty good job, but as a promoter, I think he's just kind of corrupt. Just like all of them.
I don't mind DiBella. I kind of like how he brought in, like, he brings in cats like Macklin and, I don't know, guys I like to watch fight, so I don't know.
Yeah, he done the boxing after dark and all that shit. I respect that, but, like, in terms of, like, the deception that everybody done before the fight, I thought it was fucking disgusting. Sorry, I'm beating a dead horse, but I'm fucking quite pissed off about it, man.
I'm pissed off too, I feel your pain.
Are there really any good people in boxing, Chu?
Daniel Lim.
Victor Conte.
Future champ.
I mean, Victor Cunt-y?
No, Margaret Goodman. I mean, the list goes on. There's at least 3 of them. I think even fucking Oscar De La Hoya. I mean, who is Oscar De La Hoya harmed except himself?
I disagree, man. I know we're probably going to talk about this later about his Hall of Fame speech and all, but that's what everyone says once they get out of rehab, man. They always say all this bullshit, and then, do they ever, accomplish what they set out to do? Rarely. So.
Well, what do you guys think about his... Fuck it, I'll just speak about it now. Why not?
I mean, Cam, are there any other fights to recap, or?
It's just a UK card, but yeah, we just touch on this if you want, Dan.
Okay, go for it, Chu.
Yeah, I just think if he's acting, then it's the best acting job ever, because I think he's being sincere. I think he wants to fix boxing. And why shouldn't we let him? Just let him fix it.
Yo, Chu, but isn't that what you just said about Sergio and his acting job?
No, it's nothing to do with it. Sergio was hiding an injury. Oscar De La Hoya is he's trying to fix boxing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, how do you know that isn't just a guise?
You can tell when someone's being sincere and when they're not, man.
then why did you buy into Sergio's, musings about him being not injured, or not to the extent that we thought he was?
Because I only got to see him for about 5 seconds and then it cut it away.
Okay.
And then it was all...
Just raise your hand up, man. You're digging yourself more in, man.
No, there's no way. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna quit like Sergio did.
Sergio, come on, man. You didn't quit, man. Yo, all I'm saying is, dude, I know it's really easy for us to, herald Oscar De La Hoya because of his inspiring speech, but do you guys know that there's more like really fishy pictures about him circulating on the web right now?
Yep, I was telling.
No, I didn't know.
Guys, yeah.
There's some questionable pictures.
I've seen something I wish I never seen. If you know.
Yeah.
If you saw what I saw.
Yeah. I mean,
I
only saw one pic, Ari, but post that shit up in the link, man. I mean, in the chat.
I ain't got links, man.
Come
on, man. I saw it once.
Wow. Wait, hold on. Ari
get
likes
out there, man.
Ari likes to keep these pictures private. He keeps the shit private, man.
I saw it once and got out of there, man. I didn't think to copy the URL or anything like that.
Man, don't lie. You just transfer that shit to your hard drive, man.
Go and just Ari, go and
I don't even want to explain it, man. Let you tell him, man.
You should have saved it for Cotto, man.
No, Ari. I only saw one pic. The pic that I saw was Ari like he was sitting on a girl's chest with his, with his penis probably, sticking in her mouth, but that's the only picture I saw.
I don't even want to say what I thought he
had. No.
I thought he had something up his bum, man.
Oh, no.
I got out of there though, so I don't know, you know what I mean? I didn't really expect it, like...
Yo, let's hit a disclaimer here, just in case we get sued by fucking the golden boy, or the batty boy, whatever you want to say.
That's what I'm saying. I think Aaron's got a hard drive full of evidence on him and he's giving him that blackmail treatment, man.
No, or what if it's Schaefer, man? And Heyman scheming.
Yeah, it could be still.
Again, just going back to the whole Hall of Fame speech, man, like, it's so easy for us to commend him for all this shit, but he hasn't accomplished anything yet, so, until he does, he's only actually created more factions in boxing as it is right now.
Yo, just before you answer that, I just want to jump in. Someone's made an account of Bob Arum in the chat. Earlier he said, I am fixing boxing, and he just put a new post saying, I do have evidence. But sorry, go on, Chu.
No, listen, do you not see what he's doing? He's standing side by side with Felix Trinidad. He's making all these kind of olive branches to Bob Arum. He's saying all the right shit. He's joining hands with everybody. He's saying kumbaya. Yep. And he's trying to make peace. And, obviously these fucking pictures are probably the thing that's causing him to fucking go mental. He's probably in the back of his mind, he's thinking, oh my god, these pictures, man, these pictures. Oh no. And he's probably drove him fucking mental. And then he's obviously decided, fuck it. I've got to live my life. And I don't really see what he does in his personal life, man. See, to be honest with you, man, I don't give a fuck, man. He can do what he fucking wants, but...
Yeah, but when that personal life has such a big impact on your professional life...
I mean, that's in the past. Are you gonna just fucking hold that over him for the rest of his life? Just let him fix boxing, Dan.
No, I agree with that, too, but he hasn't accomplished anything yet. So the only thing that I can hold him accountable for at this point is those fishnet pictures and his cocaine binges in the past.
If anyone's gonna fix boxing, it's gonna be someone who boxed. It's not gonna be Bob Arum. It's not gonna be Al Heyman. It's not gonna be Richard Schaefer. It's not gonna be Lou DiBella. It's not gonna be any of these guys. It's gonna be somebody who wants to give back to the sport. And I do genuinely believe it's fucking Oscar De La Hoya. If he wanted to, he could have collected that slow dough, that slow cash, and just fucking sat on the board like the golden boy for the rest of his life. He could have done that, but he's obviously disagreed with the fucking direction that they're going in.
Okay.
And that he's trying to make a move.
Yeah, well, until something actually, comes into fruition, I think we should just move on and, let this play out. But yeah, I feel at the end of the day, there's no one that I feel worse for than Oscar's wife, because I'm sure she's gone through hell.
All right, no one gives a fuck about this subject just by looking at the chat, so fuck it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I found it kind of interesting, but I guess I'm the minority.
I may as well. Fuck it. What other fights were on the undercard?
We kind of gone through them. We spoke about Andy Lee, we spoke about Sunsana, and we spoke about Maciel, yeah. So yeah, that was the pay-per-view card. But we had a card in Newcastle in the UK, in the northeast. It was headlined by Stuart Hall, IBF at the time, IBF bantamweight champion versus Paul Butler, up and coming boxer from Ellesmere Port on the Wirral. Stuart, Chew, you got to eat some more crow. Because you picked Stuart Hall.
Well, disclaimer. It's the Black Hole, British boxing.
We need a Black Hole soundbite. Actually, we got Darth Vader. We got Darth Vader.
No! God, please, no!
Sorry, Darth Vader. That's appropriate, Chew, because you've got the Darth Vader icon on your Skype account.
And it's a double whammy. It's bantamweights. So I'll be honest with you. I don't know nothing about this fight. I just picked Hall on the basis that I've actually saw him fight before. I saw nothing in this Butler guy. And it turns out I was nearly right. Hall, I've heard the fight was quite close and it was controversial.
I wouldn't say it was close, to be honest.
I wouldn't say it's controversial, to be honest. Butler won the first 6 rounds.
Easily. And he started to gas towards the end, and Stuart Hall came on a bit stronger, but he didn't pick up many rounds. Butler was just too fast and slick for him. One thing I was a bit surprised with Butler, he didn't really go to the body as much, because one of his kind of main punches is the left hook to the body, but he did it earlier on, but he didn't kind of continue with it throughout the fight, which I was a bit disappointed about. But to me, it was a easy fight for Butler.
Hobson got hustled.
Yeah, but that's just kind of his own fault. Like, why is he hooking up with Warren and having this joint venture?
Because he has to. Alright, it's not official, but people that know. He basically got forced into giving him that fight because he wants TV dates of Box Nation.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's Warren, because Warren owns the channel. If he wants his guys on TV, he basically had to fight Butler. They could have fought McDonnell in Wembley for probably times 3 of that money they just got.
Yeah, but he's got.
Now they've got no belt. Butler's gonna vacate because he's not gonna want to fight any legit bantamweights. Because let's be real, Hall was paper champ. If the word paper champ's invented, he's the definition of a paper champ. But Caballero's the mandatory. They're not gonna want to fight him. They're gonna go back down to Superfly.
Yeah, but what?
And try and get a title. So that title's basically gone now.
But what would happen with that title? Will Caballero and whoever the IBF decide fight for the vacant title, or what?
Yeah.
So can Stuart Hall be in a position to fight it for it again, or will it go to the next guy down the line?
I doubt that.
But your point about fighting McDonnell, I don't think Hobson would do that because of the bad blood he's got.
Yeah, but McDonnell, he's a promoter. He's not the fighter. He has to do what's the best for his fighter. If his fighter is going to earn over 6 figures, you have to make that fight. Come on, man.
No.
You can't do stuff because of petty shit. Like you say, like over here, the Cold War's crazy over here compared. But I don't care if you got problems with Hearn. Your guy could make money that he's never going to make again.
No, I feel your point, Harry. So do you think that Butler's going to go down back to Superfly, just vacate?
If he's smart. Because
they were saying now because he's got the title now, he'll be able to get a shot at the guy who's got the IBF strap at Superfly.
The IBF Superfly is vacated right now, and I think 2 Mexicans are about to fight for on the weekend. Actually, I'm not sure their names, but they're going to fight for that, and then most probably Butler will try to fight the winner if they think he's ready.
And then there'll be a 2-weight champ as well.
No, he'll get rid of the bantamweight one.
No, I mean on his resume, he's had belts
he'll be down as 2-weight champion. Yeah.
Well, but wait a minute. What a bizarre world that we live in, that I can talk about Oscar De La Hoya and the whole Golden Boy thing, and people in the chat are fucking shitting on me, saying let's move on. And you guys are fucking talking about super flyweights.
No, but true, you know what it is about the chat? The reason the chat were bugging is because of all that photo stuff and this and that. Like, that's not really interesting. Like the whole the Cold War is okay to talk about, but all this photographs and this and that, and it's just kind of nonsense, really.
I never brought up.
Well, no, I'm not saying you did, I'm just saying. I think when I was reading the chat, that's what most people were saying. They weren't really feeling that talk about the photographs and stuff.
Listen, sorry, keep going about the super flyweights. On you go.
No, I'm done, man. I don't even want to talk about it. They're the fights, isn't it? They were the fights. Like.
No, but I want to talk about a few more fights. The Oval McKenzie, the upsetter, he attacks again. He beat Tony Conquest a few months ago for the Commonwealth strap, cruiserweight strap. And now he's beat John Lewis Dickinson for the British title. So he's having a late resurgence in his career, man. I'm really impressed with him, and I know a lot of people don't feel bunts on the Box Nation and stuff, but he made a great point that Oval, every time you see him interviewed, he's always like happy and always positive, and he just looks like a really nice guy, and I'm really happy for him, man. I'm really happy that his career's kind of took off in later on in the career. But
yep.
Harry, he's your Caribbean brother, man. What did you think of his performance?
No, I already saved that for world champions, man. I don't say that for everyone.
You're a hater, man. You should embrace them all, man. You should embrace them all.
Oh, come on, man. But he's one of them guys that no one ever wants to fight, innit? Like he nearly knocked out Bellew in their first fight. Then he got outboxed in the second fight. So, and then I'm like, obviously he's got the Commonwealth he got it from Conquest, didn't he?
Yeah, Conquest.
And then now he's got the British. They can't avoid him now. If they want them belts at cruiserweight, whoever the cruiserweight guys are, most probably Simmons or Camacho, whoever wins out of that, they're gonna have to fight McKenzie. Yeah. And he's got that power that even though you can outbox him, if he hits you with that right punch, you're going out.
Yeah.
And they questioned him after the fight about, like, what would you like next? And he's like, a world title shot. But I can't really see anyone with a title giving him a shot. Just because he is that type of guy, he can put you down, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't think they would want that headache.
Yeah. So I don't know what you do. Just try and defend them belts, or maybe look for the European. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought European, because I think with the European, I think it gives you good rankings on one of the other world rankings, so I think he'd probably try and go after the European. But there was a nice stoppage as well on that same card. It had, was it Bradley Saunders?
Yeah, he's. I think he's legit, you know.
You know what? I don't want to jump on bandwagons though. I've been hurt too much, you know.
I'm not saying anything, but I like him. I'll say that.
Did you see the stoppage though? The left hook to the body.
Yeah, that was clean.
Yeah, that finish. The finish fighter looked in pain, man.
Chris Eubank Jr. knocked him out.
What? Eubank's not the same weight. What are you talking about?
You talking about Bradley Saunders?
Yeah. No, you're thinking of someone. Oh, you're thinking of Bradley Price, aren't you?
No, I'm talking about the.
He's thinking of Billy Joe Saunders.
Billy Joe. Yeah.
No, this is Bradley. They're not related either.
Bradley's a light middleweight, I think.
You think Eubank beat Saunders?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
I don't know about that, because this guy Eubank's fighting bums and he seems scared.
Now, you know what though? It's a good segue, that, because Eubank Jr. was on that card as well, and I think Eubank is going to be one of those guys that you'll only see the best of him against great opposition, and I think when he starts fighting guys on a higher level, I think we'll kind of jump on his bandwagon, because I think he'll be taking guys out, because even against the guy he fought on the weekend, this Stefan Horov guy, when he wanted to hurt the guy, he could hurt him easily, and then the rest of the round he was doing nothing. And there was a period in between the rounds where I don't know if you saw his dad come into the ring, and his trainer was kind of standing on the outside of the ring, just like sorting out his Vaseline and stuff. And his dad was just inside the ring, just looking at him, staring at him, not saying anything to him, but he just kept looking at him. He had his arms exposed with like a vest on, showing the guns, and Those guys have got some weird relationship, man. Serious.
Eubank was just sitting there posing, man. He was doing it like he was on a model catwalk or something.
Yo, but it just looked weird, man. It just looked weird. Like, yo, guys.
We've known Eubank's been weird since time, like before I was born, man.
Oh yeah, that's true.
This guy's he's just weird, isn't it?
Eubanks, the dad's got plan for his son. I think we're not even gonna see him a lot in the British scene too much anytime
you think
soon.
He's going over?
He's going over. We wouldn't even see him in the European scene.
Have you heard rumors that?
I've heard rumors. It's like,
okay.
Like this guy is gonna go straight to the world titles, and you know
they're just gonna go America and chat shit.
And his dad is gonna grease some palms there, and that's it, man.
Yo, Eubank got money like that. I swear he went bankrupt a couple of years ago.
Nah, that was just for Irish and all that.
Has he got money? Yeah.
He's got money, man.
Okay.
He's got money.
Yo, guys, I'm not trolling you, but I think current Eubank Jr. beats Quillen.
Oh, of course. No.
I wanna agree with them kind of things, but he hasn't fought anyone, man. He's still fighting bums. Since he's gone over to Box Nation, he's fought worse opposition than he was fighting when he was at Hennessy.
No, I agree, but I see something special. When I see him turn up the heat and start attacking the guy, I see, like, sparks of brilliance. Honestly, I do.
How can you say that when he hasn't even had a 10 round fight? Man?
Exactly. I can't co-sign that. I want to co-sign it because I see the talent and I want to jump on early, but he has to fight someone first. Like, come on, man. How much fights he had? 16 fights he's had now, and he hasn't even fought for any kind of belt.
Does he fight at what, 60?
Yeah,
160. Yeah. All he does is chat shit. He's been chatting shit about Billy Joe. Now Billy Joe's been calling him out for over a year. Billy Joe's got the British. He's got the Commonwealth. He's about to pick up the European. Take him on. He's got all the belts you could take. If you think you could beat him, you want to chat shit talking about, I could beat everyone except Ward. Fight someone. Otherwise, all you lot doing is trying to make publicity for yourselves. And
to be honest, Ari, I can't disagree with you, but every time I do see him fight, I do see something special. But
I know, but I want to see him fight someone. I keep fighting these guys. All these guys have got have taken the fights on short notice. I agree, camps, you know.
I agree with you, Ari, man. I agree with you. But that's the UK card covered. Just quickly touch on the German card. We had Bramer defending his strap against Bolletelli or Bolletti or something like that. I tried watching that fight today, but it was a pretty shitty fight, man. Seriously, it was hard to kind of pay attention to it. My phone was buzzing off, so I was paying more attention to my phone than I was paying to the fight. I don't know if any of you guys caught it, but really the main reason I want to talk about that was because David Price was on that card as well. I think he fought a 10-rounder. And let me just find it. He had a 10-rounder against a guy called Zaroslav Zuvrai. And I think the thing is...
Say that again, Cam?
I wouldn't attempt it again, to be honest. I'd probably say it differently. But I think the thing is, I think that's Price's first ever 10-rounder he's had. And the fight was terrible, but again, Bunce made up a great point that it's good for Price to get the rounds in. And I know I'm kind of like, you guys are probably thinking, why am I talking about Price, man? The guy's shit and stuff like that, but...
No.
The thing about what I like
Let's talk about Price.
Go on, what do you think about Price, Harry?
I think the guy was gassed out from round one.
Yeah, he is
shit. I think. This guy's got no stamina, man. And when he fights another guy with power, he's going right back down. Because...
Is he worth the price?
Nope. And I've known he was never worth the price. But obviously I can't say that without proof, but I saw this guy when he was in the Commonwealth Games. I remember watching it. I was a casual back then. I remember watching him on BBC for the bronze match or something like that, and he got knocked out by that Italian. The way he got knocked out, I knew his chin was glass from then on. So I never had faith in him. But his jab is shit. He doesn't even jab. He pours it out. It's like he's scared to commit on the jab. He's all right hand, and he's got no stamina. He's gonna another knockout's coming when he steps up again, man. Even though he is looking a bit better, but I can't believe how bad his stamina is. I don't understand how your stamina can be that bad.
Yeah, there was a lot of holding in that fight, though, so I think that took a lot of his stamina away. But I think it was good that he got 10 rounds under his belt. Hopefully it'll kind of help him. because if you look at his record, he's not really gone that far in fights. But that's all I wanted to talk about. I think that's the cards covered.
The thing about Price is he should change his name to Sale, because he's always getting dropped.
That's good, too. That is good, actually. But if anyone's got anything else to say it now. Forever hold your peace, and then we'll move on to.
Let's get out of the black hole.
We'll move on to Saturdays.
Daniel, we've nearly done it, man. 30 seconds more.
We'll move on to Saturdays.
Christ, man. I thought I was gonna be stuck in there forever, man.
You know what it is, though? Every time we talk about the black hole, the only reason Dan doesn't like it is because he can't talk about it. He can't hear his own voice.
Yeah, that's because no one watches those fights except you and Ari, man.
No. So if you look in the chat, a lot of people watch the fights. Monaco watches the fights.
Okay, one.
That's all I can think of at the moment.
Okay, exactly.
Chef,
1 out of 30.
my friend Chef, only because I forced him to.
I didn't see any comments saying move on.
Oh no! Trust me. There were a lot, dude. Everyone said.
I'm right here. I don't see none.
Oh man, the British boxing scene is like quicksand, man. The more you fucking talk, the more you just sink into it. Like, it's just fucking.
Yeah, but I am like TBE. Chef in the chat says I should get more involved in the UK fights. I totally agree. But I kind of am a casual fan in the sense that I only like watching the big name fights. You know what I mean? So
you're a casual fan, right?
Yeah, pretty much. In that perspective, yes, I am a casual fan. So. All
right, guys, let's move on to Saturday's card. We got Ruslan Provodnikov versus Chris Algieri, man. Like, to be honest, it's a pretty poor weekend in boxing this week. But
terrible, man.
Yeah, we have these lows every so often. Dan, do you want to touch on this fight?
Not much. Algieri, I don't like his style. You know, I think he's a guy who has no identity. You know, he likes to kind of use like some bullshit, you know, Philly shell, and then he'll like for some reason, you know, he'll try to fight on the inside, and he tries to be too flashy. You know what I mean? And you can tell he's a guy who didn't start out boxing real early. So I think Ruslan's gonna knock him out in 6.
Yo, guys, I don't want to shit on Antonio because basically. He picked Cotto and he shit on us all, but how's he picking Algieri, man? What has he seen in Algieri?
I don't know, man. I mean, I've only seen Algieri fight on Friday Night Fights, and again, that guy has no fucking identity, man. Like it looks like he just watched, you know, a bunch of boxing highlights, probably some Roy Jones highlights on YouTube, and thought he could emulate that style. Like not Roy Jones, but more like a James Toney, like Floyd Mayweather, like hybrid, you know. But
I mean, maybe Antonio picks Algieri just because he knows that a good boxer will do very good against Provo. But at the end of the day, who is Algieri? Who has he beat? No one.
Exactly.
It's not about who he's beat. He hasn't even fought in like C-level competition.
True too.
You know?
I mean, jumping from Emmanuel Taylor to Provodnikov is a big jump.
Great point, man. And also, he's 30, and he's had 19 wins with 8 knockouts. So he can't. He's not going to be able to keep Ruslan off him, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, he likes to engage for some reason. Like, he likes to get on the inside sometimes, and he'd be a fucking moron against Ruslan if he did that.
Yo, guys,
it's mandatory.
No.
Guys, Kevin, friend of the show, Kevin Horn, made a great point in the chat. He said, Algieri, a hometown boy, but I know he's getting bodied. Sometimes you can't even back the hometown guy if you know he's going to get bodied.
Yeah. Besides, I mean, who is a decent opponent for Provo in the HBO's table or Top Ranks table? I think that maybe they didn't have, too much options, and they decided to go for Jerry.
I guess, but I wish they would have made that Rios fight.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know if it was because I think that Kevin was the one who said that Provodnikov didn't want Rios or something like that. Because a lot of people were shitting on Rios, but it was Provo. I don't remember. He said something like that.
Yeah, to be honest, like this matchmaking is terrible, really, man. Because Ruslan's come off a great win over what was his name?
Alvarado.
Sorry, Alvarado.
Yeah.
And then he's in a position now to kind of elevate him more, and to match him with Algieri is really poor matchmaking.
Yeah. I agree.
But if anyone else wants to touch on that, go ahead. Dave, the Sinister, do you want to say anything?
I forgot I was on the line. What were we talking about?
Just talking about
Algieri
Ruslan.
versus Ruslan. Break it down.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I heard a little bit from Jas about Algieri, but the only thing I've ever heard was that he was some kind of kickboxing champion or some nonsense. I don't think that's really going to help him out too much as far as just using his hands. So, no, I think I'm going to have to lean towards Ruslan, but I don't know. I mean, I'm interested to see it. It never hurts to see a new face in boxing.
That's a very optimistic point of view.
I'm interested to see how Ruslan can still make it to 140. I think it hurts him, and I think Ruslan, as much of a beast as what he is, I think he can get got to by body shots. It's just no one's really kind of done it except Timothy Bradley. So,
who's not a power puncher?
Yeah, if he can get to him, then maybe Algieri can. So
No. I disagree.
Well, don't get me wrong. I think Ruslan will probably stop him late, but I think this Algieri guy front and fight his hometown fans will probably put up a better than expected performance.
Have you seen him fight you?
Yeah, I saw him fight against Emmanuel Burton. I thought it was a dog shit match, but he does. There's nothing exciting about Algieri. He doesn't really have much power. Like you said, he doesn't really have a kind of eye-catching style. It's just kind of middle-of-the-road guy. Just a kind of nothing exciting about him. I don't know that. Like you guys said, it's kind of poor matchmaking.
Yeah, and I think also, compare him to Ruslan. That thing I saw the 2 days with Ruslan is like it touched me so much. It's like you see a lot more depth in his character, and you see why he get that where he gets the hunger from, why he has the mentality, and why he's so focused. He gets there, he will die in the ring. I don't. Algieri is nowhere near that. Nowhere near that.
It's because he can get 2 months away from his mom during training camp.
See, the 2 days thing, I thought, like his mum is clearly from the Manny Pacquiao, like mum kind of thing. Is like, I wonder if that's like a thing with boxers, because they always like, the mum is never far away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think.
Are you saying that because they're both Asian?
No. You're just saying like guys and their mums. We all like our mums. Oh, I don't know about you guys. I mean, Lennox Lewis was the same. It's just a close bond that you go with your mum.
I hear you.
Yeah. Right.
Cedric Agnew.
Right.
No, but even like this is a fucking bullshit topic. But even like the guys who are trained by their dads, they always think their mum first.
That fuck my dad. Yeah, he's pushing me too much.
Yeah. Oscar De La Hoya, classic example. Fucking trained by his dad most of his life. He always fucking thanks his mum first. Well, he did. Anyway, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also on that card we got.
Yeah, this is how you know it's a shit week of boxing, man.
Yeah, we're just talking random shit. But on that card we also got Demetrius Andrade defending his WBO title against Blackpool's Brian Rose.
Beast.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not really a fan of either of these guys, so you guys touch on them if you want, to be honest.
Hey, we're going to see the upset of the... Hey, Rose going to get beat quick, man.
Yeah.
Not actually, I don't know if it'll be quick. He's quite durable, but Andrade will put in a boxing lesson, and
Yeah.
I like Andrade. Andrade's good, man.
Yeah,
I remember seeing him in the Olympics. I remember seeing him.
Rose with that nose, man. That nose just gets busted so quick. And Andrade is good with the jab, man. I reckon by round 4, Rose will start bleeding, man. And then I don't know how he's gonna take it from there, man.
And is Andrade southpaw as well? I think he's a southpaw.
sure.
I'm not 100%.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah.
I think.
So that's going to give. I think that'll give Rose a bit of problems as well. But obviously, he'll have some southpaw sparring.
Rose, man, because the thing with Rose is he hasn't looked good, and I don't know last time this guy looked good in a fight. Most probably back to Sam Webb, and I don't even really remember that fight. I think it was on some next dodgy channel, like some adult channel or something.
Triple X Babes.
I was there.
The fight.
It didn't look good at all, man. It didn't look good at all. But it's just like it was pretty similar to what's this guy Johnson and Andy Lee. He's just he was chasing him. Subway was looking good, and then boom. I'm like, what the fuck that came from? And that's how he got the belt.
Yo, but guys, you know what's interesting? Rose fought Maciel for this shot at Andrade in October last year. I think it was on Kell Brook undercard in Sheffield, the Brook versus Senchenko, and he's not fought since. So that's a big layoff to have. You know what I mean? You worked your way to a title shot. That Maciel's had a fight in between, and he fought on Saturday. So
it's because he was supposed to first take step aside money. I think Andrade was looking for a bigger fight, but Andrade didn't find it, so instead he actually took his mandatory. So it's going to be an easy win for Andrade because, like I said, I think Maciel even beat Rose, and Rose didn't look good against that journeyman that I can't remember what country he's from. I think he's from Bulgaria or something like that. And then the fight before that against Alcine, he wasn't doing good, and then he got a weird British stoppage in the last round, as if they thought he might not get a decision. It was a dodgy British stoppage. So Rose ain't good at all, man. He's definitely a Euro level fighter. He will never make it a world.
It's weird though.
He's fighting in the USA too.
His first fight out. Yeah.
It's weird though. Like Hearn pushes guys you wouldn't think he would push. If you know what I mean. Like you look at his stable and you think, why is he putting money behind this guy? No disrespect to Brian Rose, but
Well, I don't think Rose really cost him anything. He snapped him up quickly because what's his name? What's his name again? Who used to have Price? Maloney.
Frank Maloney.
He was with Maloney, and then Maloney didn't have 9, so Hearn just quickly got him and worked his way to a mandatory, innit? Inside just 3 fights, and he got a mandatory.
True.
So that's all it is, really. It's not like he's putting money into it.
Yeah, that's true. So, anyone else want to touch on this fight? Dan, Chu, David?
What's the fight? Andrade and Brian Rose?
Brian Rose, yeah.
Yes.
Blackpool's Brian Rose.
I've got Andrade.
Yeah, me too. No, but also on that card we have Ness's favourite boxer, Heather Hardy.
What the? Are you serious, Cam?
Yeah, I'm serious.
You really want us to talk about a female boxing match?
Nah, I'm fucking with you, man.
Come on.
No, but shout out to Kevin, who tried to phone before, but his boy Sean Monahan's on that as well. He's facing a guy called Ilver Muraki. Ring have got that as junior welterweight, so either they've made a mistake or this is a different Sean Monahan. So I'm not sure.
They've made a mistake because Ilver Muraki's a light heavyweight.
There you go then, yeah, so they've made a mistake.
That's a decent step up, but Ilver Muraki, last time I saw him, he was fighting on an ESPN. It'll be a good test, but probably Sean Monahan should win that.
Yep, and in Atlantic City we got Glenn Tapia in a comeback fight against a guy called Keenan Collins, and Jesse Hart versus Shanuja El Amin, and that's about it, to be honest. It's a shit weekend in boxing this weekend.
Well, should we talk about Gennady?
Gennady Golovkin.
First Daniel Gill.
Yeah, this is the fight that everybody's looking forward to. I think. Fucking hell, Lara and fucking everything else.
What?
Dan, outside of a unification fight, what better middleweight is there really out there?
I mean, that it doesn't matter. This fight doesn't prove anything to me, man.
Well,
Daniel Gill's coming off a loss, dude.
No, he's not. He won a fight since.
Oh, right.
He beat Garth Wood.
Oh, right. In Australia, right?
I'm just giving facts, man. I'm just giving facts.
No, my bad. I slipped up. Who did he fight again in Australia?
Garth Wood.
Garth Wood's, right, the country singer, right?
I knew you were going to use that joke. You used that too many times now. You're banned from that joke.
Regardless, I haven't seen that fight. I saw him fight Darren Barker, and that was it. But
that was
again,
very close, though. That fight was very close. I'm a Barker fan. I only had Barker by 1 point.
No, let me just preface what I got to say. It's because I hold Triple G at such a high standard. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's a pound-for-pound talent fighter. But at 160, who the fuck can he fight?
Well, the division's very weak. We realize now the division's most probably the weakest division right now.
Look at them all running. Look at them all running from Gennady.
Yeah, and I'm not a hater, man. I hold Triple G. Like, I just think he's that good, man.
Well, I'm just happy it's not the Fletcher mandatory that they're trying to force, man. So, whatever.
No, I think that it's a great fight. I mean, Gil, it's a good test if you compare him with the other boxers that Golovkin has fought recently. So it will be, I think, one of the best of Golovkin fights, and maybe it will tell us something about him. I think that Gale is definitely better than, the guy that fought Rihanna Johnson.
Stevens? Yeah, but
Stevens
offers a challenge in that he actually contested Gennady's chin. What the fuck can Gil prove?
I think that he's more mobile. He's more fast, more accurate.
Good engine.
The only thing that Stevens brings is power. And, it was a good fight at that moment because we didn't know too much about the Golovkin's chin, but he definitely proved us that he can take a punch. But I think that Gil brings a different type of challenge. And I'm not saying, challenge in the sense that it may be competitive, but I think that it will be something fun to watch. It will be entertaining. And we get to see Golovkin because he was having, fight after fight. And then, his father died and he hasn't been active recently. But I think that it's the best fight that you can get at middleweight.
Yeah, but wasn't that the whole point of his campaign last year, man? I thought we were supposed to be through with this type of stuff.
No, but don't know, man. Like, Gil's still a legit top 10. Obviously, the division's weak, but like I said, outside the unification fight, who can he fight really at the division? So I can't complain, man.
If they don't want to fight him,
exactly. If they don't want to fight him, like,
yeah, I agree. But again, I don't think Gil gives him problems just because Gil think he's too slick for his own good, and he's not really a slick fighter in that he tries to fight on the outside. He's a guy who likes to dodge and slip punches on the inside, and Triple G is just he's gonna find him easily, I think.
Yeah, and also, I think that it's a good fight because Gil has been ducking Golovkin since a couple of years, so it will finally be. Golovkin getting his fight. So I think that's a great fight.
A great fight?
For all the options that Golovkin has available, I think it's better watch, Triple G versus Gil than Gil versus Garth Wood.
No, I agree with Mao. No, Dan, I agree with Mao, I think it's going to be a decent fight. And also, you're always shitting on Garth Wood, but Garth Wood did this.
His first loss in 5.5 years! With a stunning routine.
See that? He's got so much power, he made the commentator lose his voice.
Soundbite, man.
Yeah, what's up? Hey, any soundbite that can get Mao, to speak one pitch higher, it's a good soundbite.
Hey, not as high as that commentator, though.
No, of course not.
Different.
No homo.
What?
I don't know.
Gail, get out of here, Gail. I'll see you later. Find someone credible. Get out of here.
Get out of here, Gail.
Nah, listen, can I just praise Gennady Golovkin yet again? Yet again.
Yo, Chew, I got you as well.
Gennady Golovkin.
Hey, Chew, do you know what his middle name is?
Gennady?
No, I think it's Gennadyevich, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's Gennadyevich Golovkin.
That's why George Groves is no good, because he's not got a middle name with G. Sorry for that rubbish joke.
Who's on the line? Which guest have we got today? Kev?
It's Kevin.
Yo.
What's up, man?
Yo, I got to agree with Lim. This Triple G fight really don't mean nothing. Gil doesn't bring nothing to the table. So, like, as a fight, it doesn't mean nothing, but as a draw, it means something. It's a chance to see if Triple G could actually draw outside of a small stadium. So that's the only thing that's going to be proven from here.
Kev, can I just play devil's advocate?
Oh my
You always
god,
do,
dude.
right?
Yo, Chew, there's a limit of 2 devil advocates per show from now on, alright?
I've still got one left, mate.
No, you said it.
No,
you
that's
said
your third. That's your third.
Chew gets a pass. Chew gets a pass, man. He's the original founder.
Well, let me play my devil's advocate. See when the Mexicans executed someone as a sacrifice to the gods? Was it...
Okay,
was there not a big crowd?
The Aztecs?
The Aztecs, yeah. Was there not a big crowd there?
Yeah,
well, I don't know, man. How the fuck I'm supposed to know that shit?
Yeah, I didn't go to history class, man. I only
You know what I'm saying?
I only
I'm
studied
a-
Chinese culture, man.
I was in the Navy. I don't know none of that shit.
My history was limited to Koreans and Chinese people, man.
But what I'm saying is, because I remember a few months back, I got me and Chu got into it with Lim, talking about, like, you know, if Triple G could be a star. And the main thing is he might not have the opponent. And then after that Triple G fight, I was like, man, Lim's probably right. He ain't never going to be a big star. But now that, you know, he's in the Garden, if he could put, you know, 10,000 plus in there, then it might start against a guy like Gil, who no one cares about over here. That's a pretty big, that's a statement, you know?
Yo, Kev, what's the capacity of the theater?
The theater only has about 5,000, I would think, right, Lim?
Yeah, 4,000 or 5,000.
Yeah, honestly, that's my favorite place ever to watch fights.
So
Everything's a good seat.
So Kevin and Dan, what do you think? Like, do you think 10,000 in the MSG would be a good figure for Golovkin?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think so. I mean, they always talk about Cotto selling out the Garden like 8 times, but that really hasn't happened. Like, he never, like in the beginning, he was putting up like 16,000 in there and stuff like that, and that's Cotto the day before Puerto Rican Day Parade. So if Triple G could put 10 plus, that's a big statement. And it's not like he's fighting anybody that anybody knows. Nobody in New York knows Gil.
Nope. Is it a Kazakh Day Parade?
Yeah, I think you just watch Borat a couple times and that's pretty much it, man.
I think after Triple G's career is over, there will be.
Yeah, you have to get a stick
seriously,
on mustache.
Kev, who buys these tickets?
Triple G can only hurt himself because if he don't dispatch a Gil in like 8 or 9 rounds in like good fashion, it only hurts. You know what I mean? Like, he has such a high standard right now. It's like if he don't do that, let's face it, like Gil is that soundbite on the boxing voice, and that's pretty much it. Like the go home Gil or whatever.
Gil's durable. I don't know if he can get him out of there.
I don't know, man.
I don't remember seeing Gil hurt.
You got to live up to the hype. This dude's got to be gone before 10.
Oh yeah, before 5.
Yo, Ari, who has Daniel Gil fought with that presents any kind of power close to Golovkin, man?
I don't know, man. But he beat Sturm. He beat Mundine. He beat who else?
Mundine, are you serious?
Yo, if I have to hear Mundine's name
Prime
again,
Mundine.
You serious? You serious?
Prime.
The Barker was a close fight.
Very close, but yeah, but I'm not. I can't. Like, well, I don't know.
You're serious? You're serious?
Hey, Ari, Gil, Barker.
You can't shit on Golovkin for this, man, because there really isn't really anyone else he could have fought outside of a unification.
I need just one chance for my lucky punch.
Yo, that's terrible, man.
Was that a soundbite? What the hell is that?
That's true.
That was true impersonation.
That's true. That's true. That's true's resignation.
Yo,
from the show.
Yo, guys. Also, I tried calling him before. I wanted to talk about the Provatnikov fight. You know how he's up against like Algerian stuff. I think they had they didn't know what was going to happen with Pacquiao. They didn't know if Provatnikov might be a September opponent, and they had to put Provatnikov in there with no power and make sure, he pretty much gets out of there without like a bad cut that would have to sideline him or something like that. So I think that's why he got this fight.
I understand that, Kevin, but that's still bullshit, man. Like,
At the end of the day, Rios wanted the fight, but nobody has any faith that Rios can make 140. And Provatnikov wants to a title. He wants to fight for a belt,
Why didn't they see if Delorme won it today?
Did you see Delorme's last fight on HBO? No one wants to see him anymore. Delorme Mayfield?
Better than Algeria, man. I'd rather Delorme still got skills.
Somebody new. Algeria's a New York guy. My friend's a New York guy. There's gonna be people in the Barclays.
Well, he's about to get killed in front of his friends, man.
So did Tapia, and that made for one of the best fights of the year. Just watching Kirkland go to town on Tapia in front of all his people in AC.
Yeah, that's not good, man. But Kevin, you're gonna be there. You're gonna be there.
It's a blood sport. Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
It's my first. I've only been to one fight at the Barclays, and I was in like a suite, so I haven't really watched the fight there. But I can't imagine that place being too full for this card.
Yo, every time Kevin talks about going somewhere, he's always balling it. Yeah, I had a suite, man. Yeah.
Nah,
free
man,
tickets.
believe me, I'm BOC, man. I'm balling on credit.
I thought Golden Boy had a kind of exclusive deal with Barclays.
Yeah, but this isn't a top ranked card. This is that what's Provatnikov, Banner or something like that. Yeah, any top ranked fighter was pretty much loaned out to Banner, and Banner's paying him from what I've heard. For this fight.
I think it's also because of the Nets owner. I think directly backed Provatnikov on this shit.
Yeah. What's his name? He's the most
Prokhorov.
Make billions of dollars in Russia.
Prokhorov.
Prokhorov.
What's the story behind this?
He's an oil tycoon in Russia.
So he just sponsors boxers.
There's stories that the guy has made $100 million in a single day.
Abramovich.
He got every big contract that went through Europe, that went through Germany, Russia, every oil contract, every government contract, because he worked on the government gold exchange at one point. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I worked in the finance industry, supporting finance, and everybody talks about that guy. It's unbelievable. He's like a myth.
Yeah, that's what those guys do, man. Those big tycoons, mafia in Russia, man. They come over in States or Europe and they buy a franchise for maybe a soccer team or basketball, and just.
Well, don't they use the soccer team to pretty much wash their money?
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say.
Bruce knows all about it because his team's getting washed by one right now. I had to say it, man.
Who's your team? Who's your team, Roos? The LA Galaxy?
Nah, man. Who the fuck are those, man? Can they even play football?
The New York Red Bulls?
No, shit, man. Red Bull. That's the girls' soccer, right?
Yo, USA is winning the cup this year, man. You guys better watch out. USA.
Listen, Korea's got more of a chance.
Why is USA so bad in soccer? We got good athletes.
Listen, man. Yeah, Korea's got much better chance than USA winning.
Yo, hey, Roos, if USA doesn't win, you know as hell that North Korea's gonna win, man.
Listen, Lim, Korea was sick back in the 1940s, man. They were crazy.
They were?
Yeah.
You see my Germans still holding shit down in soccer, though.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Germany, Spain, and fucking Brazil, man.
Hey, don't forget England, man.
Those three people pretty much won 70% of the World Cups.
Yeah, didn't the Americans beat the fucking English team in 2010?
No, they
drew. We beat Rooney or whatever his name is.
They drew 1-1 and they put
Yeah, I need to take some order here. This is the Boxing Coalition, motherfuckers.
Wait, hold up. Who's that Ferdinand guy in England? That guy reminds me of Ari for some reason.
Yo, but guys, MVQ.
What?
Frampton, Kiko, Part 2. Your thoughts?
Why Kiko?
Easy
why,
bell.
Kiko? Why?
Why not?
Because he's already knocked him out.
Santa Cruz don't want it. Santa Cruz is ducking, man.
It's basically just to give Frampton the belt. Kiko should just give him his belt. Fuck the fight. Just give him it. Hand it over to him. We know what's going to happen.
Am I the only American that's higher than Frampton?
I think so.
No,
I think because I think it's because I'm down on Santa Cruz. I don't like him. I don't know.
I like Frampton.
I'm with you too, though. Yeah.
So you think Frampton beats Santa Cruz, do you?
Yeah, I'm not impressed by Santa Cruz at all.
That's a 50-50 fight for me, man, just because of styles.
Yeah. I'm not saying Frampton walks through him or anything like that, but I would prefer Frampton to win myself because I'm just not into Santa Cruz. But I don't know. He's supposed to be like an action fighter, but he had boring fights to me, and I don't know. I'm not big on him. But I like Frampton. I think Frampton's is a little bit more electric.
Yeah, but I think Santa Cruz might be able to pull it off just based on activity. So
yep.
We'll see, man.
The one weakness about Frampton, though, I never really noticed in fights, but apparently he's got very, very short arms.
Mm.
So
yep, and Santa Cruz is going to have like a 4-inch advantage on him.
It might even be more than that.
No, I'm not even talking about reach. I'm just talking about height.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said before in the past, that fight is going to be like Cotto Margarito.
No, Santa Cruz don't want it, man. Because I've seen McGuigan was saying that they were trying to make the fight and they were trying to get up WBC to Suleiman wanted to bring forward the mandatory date, and Golden Boy would do all they can to make sure he doesn't, and they don't want it, man. They know Frampton's legit.
I think I heard the same.
We'll see what happens with De La Hoya, man, because it seems like Golden Boy for the last 2 years hasn't fought anybody but Golden Boy fighters. So
right.
I don't say anybody's ducking anybody. It's just it's just boxing right now. That's pretty much what's going on.
Kev, I tell you who is ducking. Abner Mares.
Oh,
yeah.
Good segue. Yo, right before we jump into that, too, I think Kev brought up a good point, man. I think it's really interesting to see how Golden Boy is going to work with like promoters outside of Top Rank from here on out. Because, in the past, they've only worked within themselves. So are they going to work with all the English promoters from here on out?
And Dan, Lim, to that point, Showbox actually got a couple cards with, I think it was DeBella or some of the small-time, like, Northeast promoters, and then Goose and Tudor. I think they gave them some cards. I think Espinoza and them seeing this, like, whole Heyman and De La Hoya split coming.
Yo, but let's talk about Maris, man. Yeah, Maris is bitch made now, man.
What's he done? Is he actually got a fight announced now?
He's a bitch.
Go for it, Chu. Tell him.
He's well, we've got King J on the line. King J, what do you think about Maris?
Well, fuck Maris. I gotta eat my fucking crow, man, before I say
it. Yeah, eat your crow. First things first.
Jesus Christ, man.
Long live the king of all kings. And we say
Damn, dude. Honestly, man, out of all the fucking fights, man, that I've watched and supposedly predicted, man, this was one that I was so fucking for sure, man. And I talked all this shit. I fucking watched previous fights on both fighters, and I was like, man, there's no fucking way he can lose. And god damn, man, fuck, man, my fucking $70 piece of shit, man. Man, dude, it's like, man, fuck, man. And I didn't even have to see the first knockdown. I seen it, but I didn't even have to see the knockdown, man, to know that it was a wrap, man. It was a fucking wrap. As soon as Cotto came out, he bull rushed him. And as soon as I seen Martinez, like, try to move back, like, step back, man, I knew it was a wrap, man. As soon as he took the first 3 steps back, he didn't bend his fucking knee. He dragged that bitch. I was like, he's done. He's done. He could not put any power behind any of his fucking punches. Like, I don't know, man. I give Cotto the props, man. I think he has gotten better. Freddie Rich helped him out a lot, man. But I think they sold us bullshit, man. Martinez and his camp knew the whole fucking deal the whole time. They knew he wasn't ready, man. Yep. They knew his knee was not 100%, man. They knew it the whole fucking time. And I just think there was no way they could back out of the fight anymore, man. Like, they had to go through with it. But they knew it, man, because that doesn't happen like, oh, you think you're fucking ready, and 10 seconds or 20 seconds into the fight, you realize that your knee is fucked. Like, it doesn't happen like that, man.
I gotta vouch for King J, though, man. He changed his pick to Cotto like a minute before the fight started.
Why? Did you?
Yeah, you did.
No, I did.
Because that same bullshit that Beef said. I mean, I didn't really follow a lot through it, but I was like, there's something weird. Like, why are the fucking odds of him knocking Cotto out so fucking high? And I went against it, and I bet some friends that were there like $100 and a bottle of tequila. But like, I was I didn't even give a fuck if I lost because I wanted Martinez to win so bad, man. And then after I seen that shit, I was like, he's fucked. And then in the fourth round, like maybe he still got a chance, if he lands one good punch. But Jesus Christ, dude. I think that the littlest touch on his fucking toes, if he would have put some pressure, he had to be feeling a shitload of pain, man, because that motherfucker could not sit on his punches for shit. His jab looked horrible, everything, dude. He couldn't move to the sides, and that's where Cotto was fucking him up nasty. As soon as he cut off the ring, he would left hook his ass. He tried to move to the other side, jab him, and push his ass back to that left hook, man.
To me, the most prevalent part was when Sergio would try to jab, and then it looked like he was stuck in quicksand. Usually Sergio, he either dips or he jumps back out, when he tries to, dodge whatever counter punch is coming at him, and Cotto was landing that left hook at will.
Man, dude, and how about just him? Like when he would try to move forward and punch, it looked like someone was fucking tripping him on purpose. Like, dude, his knee was he was fucked, man. He was fucked, and I give Cotto a shitload of props, man. He did get better, and he looked real fucking good, man. And I'm just not using the knee thing as an excuse for Cotto. I'm just fucking mad, man, that they sold it. In my opinion, as like Chu is, they sold us bullshit, man, because they fucking knew the whole time that this man was fucked. They knew the whole time, man.
Yeah. Listen, King J, me and you know it's not an excuse. It's the reason. The Martinez that fought Paul Williams would have fucking knocked Miguel Cotto out.
Like I mean,
Hey, true, but you are that's a conflict.
Yeah, like I'm not saying like if Martinez was 100%. I mean, I don't want to say he would have fucking. I did say it, man, but the way he looked, I'm basing it on the way he looked. It would have been it would have been a good fight, man. Just this lie they gave us and what the fuck we got it was bullshit, man. It's bullshit. I think honestly, he should apologize, man, because he knows he sold everybody bullshit, man. At the end, come on, dude. Nobody can literally fall for that. Oh, I couldn't recover from the first round, the whole fight. He was not gonna use the fucking knee as an excuse, because that was the first thing Freddie Roach told him. Once we beat you and we get the stoppage, I don't want you to use the fucking knee as an excuse. That's the first thing he did, dude. And if you look at him in the corner when he went to go hug Freddie Roach and tell him good fight or whatever, you could tell Freddie Roach told him. If you go back, he gives him the I told you. And then he kind of looks back and he smiles and he's like, what the fuck? He told him right away, I dare you to say that your knee was fucked. I dare you.
That's true, actually, yeah. I mean,
Wow.
part of me likes Freddie Roach, but part of me fucking despises Freddie Roach. Because he's so smug. He's like the smuggest guy in boxing, like. And in a way, like, I don't want to be controversial, because I agree with everything King J says, but in a way, he uses his disability to hide behind it, and he just attacks people. And like King J said, he was talking shit to Sergio right at the end. Like, I seen that as well, King J. He was like, man, we fucking got you.
Dude, like, he told him that. He told him, I told you so. And he fucking smiles at him and he points at him like, yeah, motherfucker, this is what's up. And I was like, damn, what the fuck?
Bro, I'm gonna tell on you guys, man.
Nah, but I mean, I've made jokes about Freddie before. I mean, he fucking talks shit to fucking Ellie Setback and shit, and he fucking
what?
No, bro, fuck Ellie Setback.
Why wouldn't you talk shit against Ellie Setback, Drew?
Nah, but you know what I mean. He fucking talks shit to everybody, and as soon as you fucking talk shit to him, or as soon as you give him back, all of a sudden it's like, oh, poor me.
Yo, True.
Come on, man.
Yo, Cam, drop that soundbite.
Which one?
You know which one. Come on, man.
The Crow.
No, that's Assault.
I haven't got that one.
Oh, come on,
What?
dude.
I thought you had it.
I've got it. I didn't have it lined up. Sorry. You need to drop it in the chat or something, man. Give me a chance.
Oh my god.
And you know what, dude? You got to give Roach 100% credit, dude. He, if there was a fucking master plan to this, he fucking laid it out, man. Well, I mean, there wasn't much because I guess he knew that his knees were fucked, man. But he gave him a perfect plan, man. Cut the ring every time and just hit the shit out of this motherfucker. Just keep pressuring him. He's not gonna be able to move. And look what the fuck happened, man. I mean, this whole, I don't even know why they let it go 9 rounds, man. Honestly, dude, this man was beating on a fucking dead horse for 9 rounds.
Yeah, I don't think that he needed
Get out of here. That's assault. I just had to play him. Get him out of the way.
Hey, while you guys are hating on Freddie Roach, he's probably going to win his 7th Trainer of the Year award this year.
Hey, well, I have to say one thing, and I forgot to say it last week. Like, why is it every 24/7 they have to have a Roach section? Like, they got him and his fake Pacquiao looking guy in a cart looking like a new married couple and shit.
Yo, you take that back, dude.
Yo, Dan, though, seriously, what were they doing in like looking like lovebirds in New York City, man? Come on.
Man. Hold up. You're gonna talk about gay. You're gonna give Cotto the green light for wearing those fucking pants.
I ain't giving Cotto no green light. I never gave.
Come on,
give him the pink light.
I haven't given him no green light. Everyone knows.
You guys
knows
some homophobes.
No. Come on. Everyone knows Cotto's fruity, but I'm talking about Roach right now. Like,
But did you see when Cotto tried to put his legs over the strength and conditioning coach, and he just pushed it away? Like, look, you can do that thing with that guy, man. Not with me,
man. He would have let him, but the cameras were rolling.
Yeah, but
you take that back. What you said about Marvin, man.
Yeah, Marvin's like Dan's BFF.
That's Dan's cousin, man.
Marvin's gonna be running the wild card in a couple of years, man.
He can run it, well then he's gonna run into the ground. He could do that.
Freddie Roach is just gonna be I'm trolling people.
Dude, I don't know who the guy is, man. I just think he must be related to Pacquiao or something. But I just don't like where I'm seeing the guy in a cart going around the country, going around
Central Park.
City. Yeah, what they're doing, man.
How do you say he's related? Would they have different last names, man?
He can still be related. I got family relations. We ain't got the same surname. What are you talking about?
I know, but I'm just saying. I mean, their age isn't that far apart. I mean, Samodio, Pacquiao. I mean, you think they're
look the same to me?
Cousin, man. You know that's his cousin. If it's not his cousin, it's his bastard son.
Dude, I'll tell you something, man. Marvin's little ass fucking better hope that when he's on the mitts, someone doesn't fucking miss, because they're gonna fucking powder his face. He is small as shit, dude.
Yo, no, but honestly though, like I've seen Marvin do mitt work with Ruzon, and I'm scared for him every time he does it.
At least you're being real about it.
Hold back, like.
Fucking, I've seen Marvin do fucking mitt work with light heavyweights, man.
Oh my god!
Oh, you're fucking pulling it out.
Does he do it on a step? Does he do it with a stepping stool?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Bang.
They're gonna give him one haymaker and he's gonna fall off, man. It might be like what's that film, $1 Million Baby? Oh yeah, that was a bit harsh actually.
Dude, could you imagine a fucking right hook fucking tear his arm off with the mitt? It's too fucking small, man. When I seen him walking out the ring in the last fight, who was he covering for Freddie?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked small as shit, man.
You had to come off the rope in the bottom, right? Coming off the ring.
Yeah, I think he went underneath all of the ropes.
But yo, guys, do you want to get back to Abner Mares and then let's wrap up the show?
Go for it, Jay.
Fuck him.
Yo, you can't just say fuck, fighter X. You gotta give us a reason, man.
I just don't. I told you guys, man. I don't like him, man, because he's pulling this pussy ass shit, man. Like he knows who he has to fight, man.
No, you haven't heard the news though?
No, what's the news?
Basically, he filed a lawsuit against Golden Boy and specifically Oscar De La Hoya and Steven Espinoza, and the lawsuit is basically going to arbitration. And his claim is that he is basically like he's not fighting because he wants his contract to just wear itself out. You know what I mean? Because he wants to go to Al Heyman. You know, so he's just trying to reach that certain date for his contract to become nullified. That's why he's not fighting right now.
Fucking fag. Even more reason for me to hate his bitch ass.
Yep.
Dude, what's up with all these ungrateful boxers, man? Like him, like Guerrero. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what the fuck is up with these guys, man?
Yo, and the crazy thing is, if he goes to Al Heyman, like, he's completely removing himself from any competition at his weight class.
Stupid move.
So
I'm telling you, dude, I don't know what the fuck is up with these boxers, man. Like, I don't know, man. I think you would figure, like, dude, they treated him good. They got him all these badass fights. To be honest, like, before the Johnny Gonzalez shit, and even after, man, people were still backing him up, dude. He was the next big, small Mexican guy, dude. Like, he was the next, like, they were gonna push him hard, man. So, why is he pulling this shit? Like, I think people with Al Heyman, they look at the small picture, you know, not the big picture, man. Like, you're gonna get all this money for now, but in fucking 10 years, they're not gonna be worth shit.
Good point.
Preach. You know what I mean? And I just think they just go for it because he's offering them all this money, man. But dude, I honestly thought Golden Boy was doing a good job with his ass, man.
Yeah.
I totally agree, man. I mean, these guys have made a lot of money.
Yep.
Where's the loyalty? Are you not going to be loyal to the guy who fucking, you know, paid you when you were fighting on the undercards and two guys were watching you?
And you know why this, like, exactly, true. This is why this gets me even more mad, dude. Because on those,
you're always mad, dog.
On those shows, like, he literally described, like, he was about to get kicked out because he couldn't pay rent, and he had his kid, and he was so thankful that Golden Boy gave him the opportunity. Like, dude, they took him out the slumps, and look at the way he's acting now. Like, fuck all this, man. Like, dude, where is this gonna stop, dude? Like, where's his money gonna stop? Like, if someone, okay, he goes without Heyman, let's say he offers him, I don't know, a fucking contract of $10 million. Some other promoter comes and offers him $15 million. He's just gonna be jumping from promoter to promoter. Like, come on, dude.
Well,
you know what I mean? I just think that's fucked up, man.
I know we kind of talked about it, but just for like the last 10 minutes or whatnot, can we just talk about this Golden Boy divorce thing? Because I know we talked about it, but we didn't really know all the facts. Like, I was quite interested that Golden Boy, like, a lot of the guys who are there, like Vic was saying on the Boxing Voice, shout out to them, the chief operating officer, whose name I can't remember, he's going to go with Al Heyman as well. So it's kind of like half the staff are going to go with Richard Schaefer. It's not just fucking Richard Schaefer, it's like half the staff as well.
Well, we're still waiting to see what's going to happen. What are they going to do? They're going to make the promotion or what?
Yeah, it looks like it. Who knows, like...
Right before you go on, Chu, didn't you read an article where Al Heyman and Richard Schaefer were basically, they said that they would give certain fighters up to Golden Boy if they would allow, Schaefer's no-compete clause to be nullified or uplifted. Wow. You guys read that, right?
No, I didn't read that.
So that basically shows kind of like the leverage in this situation right now. You know, Heyman and Schaefer are willing to give, control to some of their, I guess, lesser-known fighters, like, maybe Khan, Maidana, Matisse, if they allow Schaefer to promote, separately. So.
And just before we go, I just quickly checked scene. Did you not hear about this bullshit regular belt that Danny Jacobs and that Fletcher guy is going to fight for?
No, let us know. What does it say?
Well, they're gonna make Golovkin a super champ for no reason, and then Jacobs is gonna fight Fletcher for the regular belt. WBA bullshit.
WBA is probably my worst sanctioned body, to be honest. The stuff that they do with their belts.
So we're not gonna see Quillin versus Jacobs, basically, or maybe we'll see it later in a unification fight.
Hey, Chu, was there anything else you wanted to touch upon on that Golden Boy stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I think, well, I'm Team HBO. Everybody knows. And I told you months back that Team HBO were going to make a comeback. And everyone was doubting me. No, I was only the guy who was Team HBO. And all I can say is, look how the fucking penny has turned. Look at that.
Yeah, but Chu, has anything changed?
Yeah, a lot's changed. Showtime don't have any fights for the end of the year because they've spent all their money and now they don't have any fighters.
Yeah, but you're comparing them to Showtime. I'm talking about HBO themselves. Have they done anything different?
Yeah, they've made an agreement with Oscar De La Hoya, and Oscar De La Hoya's going to bring his fighters over to HBO. I firmly believe it.
How do you know they made an agreement? I haven't read anything like that.
Trust me, it's going to come.
Okay.
Yo, guys, we got a caller on the line.
Jose is all about the sexy name.
I'm bringing sexy back.
Jose, where are you at right now?
What's up, guys? I'm back in my hometown.
Okay.
How was the fight, Jose? How was the night? How was the atmosphere?
You know what? To be honest, I expected it to be a little crazier. These New Yorkers aren't quite as rowdy as I thought, man. But it was still pretty cool, man. It was really good, man. It was nice to see. It was totally a shock, right? I was kind of expecting not such a dramatic fight, but Cotto was the man. And I know I was hearing yesterday the boxing voice, and I heard Chu rip into Sergio, man, and I think that's kind of discrediting Cotto a bit, man. I don't think it's fair, you know. I think Cotto was a beast, and he would have beat any Martinez, man.
Oh, come on. No, I only say that because I thought you were Martinez's biggest fan, man.
Well, I'm a big Martinez guy, don't get me wrong, but I went with Cotto because I thought Cotto looked great, man. He looked in the best shape he's ever been, and I thought he had a lot to prove. And
wait,
I mean,
Jose, when you mean he looked great, are you judging from the Delvin fight or just like him training?
No, ever since Freddie Roach, man, he looks good. He looked good in the Delvin fight, but I mean, he looked good the way he was training. His body looked good. I mean, he looked, better prepared for this fight than he did any of his other big fights, you know.
Yo, Jose, let me ask you two questions, man. Do you think, again, this is a question that I've asked ad nauseum, but I think it brings up a certain point that I want to get to. Like, do you think any top 10 junior middleweight or middleweight would have lost to Sergio Martinez on Saturday?
You know what happens, man? In my opinion, the fight was over in the first 30 seconds or the first minute. Whenever Cotto clipped him, it was done. Martinez never caught his legs back. It has nothing to do with his knees. It has to do with his head was gone, man. He was knocked out, you know. He was out of it. And Cotto was catching him every time, man. Every time Cotto threw, he was clicking him.
I disagree.
I also disagree.
One thing that I hear ad nauseum, as you say that word, is that everybody talks about Sergio Martinez's knee as if this guy is a normal average Joe. This guy has professional trainers, professional physiotherapists, professional doctors. This guy doesn't get the same surgeries we get, man. He has like $1 million doctor dream team, and he's not like us, man. He's a super athlete. He's a chosen one, man.
Jose, I get your point, though. But I'd say like 80% of the people that were picking Cotto, do you know what the main reason for their pick was? It was Sergio's knees. So how am I supposed to respond to that, man?
Very few people even picked Cotto. That's the truth. I know you hear all these people that are saying, I picked Cotto. That's bullshit. 90% of people picked Sergio because they believed even Sergio in that state, even the same Sergio that was in the state against Murray would beat Cotto. And the reality is it's not so, man. It's not the case. Sergio, who fought Chavez, would have lost to Cotto, man. Cotto's a beast right now, man. He fought the best fight he's fought in years.
Yeah, and Jose, you want to talk about, the whole surgery and the rehabilitative process. I understand where you're coming from, but you always like to bring comparisons to other sports, right? I mean, you got guys in the NBA who have, ACL and MCL tears, and they're gone out of basketball for like a year, and the next season they're still trying to get back to where they were at.
Yeah. How do you explain a guy like Adrian Peterson, man, who gets his knee fucked up, and less than a year later he's there, and he's playing the most impactful position in all of sports?
Yeah, but Jose, I mean, Sergio is 39 years old, and how do you explain other athletes like Derrick Rose? You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, man. I just think I trust my eyes, man. And Sergio, to me, just the way his knees look like Jello to me, man.
I think his body looked like Jello. I think you can attest that to inactivity more than you can to his knee, man. His knee didn't have a factor in him getting clipped in the first minute of the fight. It wasn't his knee. It was him being rusty and Cotto being on par, man. And just fucking Cotto telling you, man, Cotto was catching him at will. With everything he hit, he was catching him.
Huh. So I'm assuming you think that a prime Martinez would still lose to a prime Cotto, huh?
Well, it's tough to say because a prime Cotto was, in my opinion, was the other day, man. That's the best I've ever seen Cotto fight.
I agree, actually. I agree with that, but...
And that wasn't a prime Martinez. And it's not because of the knee. It's because he's only been training since January. He's been in and out of injuries. That has a huge effect, right? But it's not like he was fighting on a peg leg. It's not like he was like Yuri Foreman, you know?
He was.
And
He was.
Cotto was more dominant against Martinez than he was against Yuri Foreman, who was fucking fighting on matchstick legs, you know?
Jose, he was fighting on a peg leg, though. Come on.
His knees never gave out like they did to Foreman. Like, you know, his knees never did that. He never had any symptoms of blown out knees or anything of that.
I mean, the guy tripped over himself trying to pivot, man.
Because he was fucking groggy. Because Cotto clipped him on the top of the head and kind of fucked up his equilibrium. You know, and I don't know, man. I just think that, you know, give the man his credit. And people that are saying that he's gonna, I would love to see Cotto and Triple G, man. I think that's a closer fight than people people think of, you know?
Who wins?
No.
If we go back to this, who has Triple G ever beaten, guys?
But they keep running from him.
People fall in love with power, man. Hey, I'm just as culpable as everybody else, man. But who has Triple G beaten?
Yo, guys, I'm not disagreeing with anything fucking Jose says, because everything he says is always right. So, Jose, whatever you say, I'm fucking agreeing.
Yeah.
Except his analysis on Adrian Broner. I can't agree with that, though.
AB, baby, AB.
Yeah. Actually, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Jose, I mean, you make good points about the whole equilibrium thing. I mean, we'll never really know, but I gotta test you on this. I gotta test your fanhood, and with this question: if Canelo ever fights Cotto, who are you picking?
Man, I don't know. That'd be a great fight. I want to see that. Before you asked me that question before Saturday, I would have said Canelo could have beat him with the left hand and let his trainer in and beat up Cotto, man. Cotto just shocked me. Like, you know, absolutely shocked me. He seems like he seems like a beast in there, man. I want to see that fight now. I never wanted to see that fight before. I never wanted to see a Floyd rematch. I never wanted to see Triple G against Cotto. Like, Cotto he looks reborn, man.
Yeah, but Jose, you do know that, you know, if Cotto ever fights Canelo's gonna probably have a 20-pound weight advantage, right?
Yeah, potentially. You're right. But, I mean, Cotto seems like, I don't know, man. He seems like he was packing thunder in those fists, man.
Yeah. Yo, Kev, you want to make a point, man? Kev. Yeah. I mean, yo, Jose, when did you become such a big Cotto fan? Were you always a big Cotto fan?
I love Cotto, man. Like, he's one of the best boxers, like, you know, right now. If you think about it, you're looking at, like, Floyd, Manny, you know, names. Like, it's Floyd, Manny, Cotto. Those are the three biggest boxers right now in the world, right?
Mm.
Superstars. Like, you guys know, I like the names, man. I'm not going to ever try to hide it. And you know, Cotto is one of the top three names in boxing right now. And
yo,
I
Jose,
like
if Cotto and Canelo ever fight, let's get ringside tickets, man.
Let's do it. I mean, I'll still go for Canelo. Don't get me wrong, right?
Shit. So give us your rankings. Like, who are your favorite fighters? Like 1 through 3.
It's I like Canelo, I like Manny Pacquiao, and I like Adrian Broner.
Oh God, dude. Oh man. Yo, Jose, did you go to the fight with the entire family?
Yeah, with the wife and kids and the baby and everything.
Hey, Jose.
Yeah,
Oh, my bad. Hey, that picture you posted, that was your daughter, right?
Yeah, the little girl, yeah.
Yeah, how the fuck did you catch that? Like, they were fucking arresting somebody in the back, no?
They were what, sorry?
They were arresting somebody? Like, there
Oh,
was
yeah,
cops.
that was with my son. Yeah. He wanted to put him on the cops. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, fucking Jose is teaching the trolling ways to his sons and stuff, man.
Jose look like a proper tourist, man, in New York. Like, yeah, this is what they do here. They get arrested.
It was awesome, man. The cops just went and started beating up random black people, man. It was crazy.
Oh my God. Were any of them named Adrian Broner?
No, one actually. We were out with Ness. The cop was beating up Ness because he already so many bad picks, man. He got arrested.
Oh, Ness typical.
Yo, hey Jose, did you see how sad Ness was on the show yesterday?
Yeah. He was saying he lost a lot of money, right?
Jose.
Shit.
Jose, did Ness call their fast break bail bonds when you got arrested?
Yeah, man. It was just one too many bad picks.
Hey, did that guy ever pay you, Jose?
No, he didn't pay.
Fucking pussy.
I got good advice, man, to just leave that guy be, man. You never know, man. He might show up one day on my doorstep, so.
Yeah, man.
Hey, guys.
But guys, just don't discredit Cotto, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, that's a bad thing that a lot of, like, you know, a lot of boxing guys do. They're always, that's the negative, man. Like, always, no one can ever win nicely or cleanly. It's always somebody else fucked up or somebody's a loser. No one's ever a winner, you know?
Yeah, but Jose, it's because I think in boxing we rarely ever get like truly 50-50 competitive fights nowadays, you know? Like Canelo Lara is a fight that I don't think any of us can make excuses for, unless it's a robbery decision by Canelo, of course, you know?
Yeah, but yesterday, I mean, the fight was 50-50 because Cotto was past his prime. Cotto was a bum. Cotto had already seen the worst or the best of his career go before him. So it was a fair fight, man, you know?
Yeah, but it was a fair fight, but don't you think by essence, like, some of the luster of the fight gets taken off if it's two, like, fighters who are considered past their primes?
Yeah, it's true, but sometimes, you know, they're still, like, biting the dog, you know what I mean? Like, and Cotto did it. Maybe Cotto can only beat Martinez, who knows, right? But at least it was a win that Cotto needed in his career, man, and everyone's always said it, and I said it too. Cotto's never had that big defining win in his career, and he had it on Saturday, man.
Yeah, I think Cotto beats Mayweather if they fight again.
Oh, come on, too. No, man. This is definitely the best win of his career, man. And if I was Cotto, man, I wouldn't fucking fight these guys that are, like, the harder opposition, man. He's fucking close to retiring. Get 2 big-ass money fights if you can. Fuck it, I'm happy for him.
I agree. You know? The one thing I wouldn't want Cotto to do is to fucking lose against another Trout. You know what I mean? Like lose against a Quillen. There's no way he should be doing something that dumb. He should only be getting in the ring with a Pacquiao, with a Mayweather, with a Canelo. Nobody else, you know?
Yeah.
I agree.
That's a great
Guys,
point.
we're approaching the 3-hour mark. And as usual, the podcast turns to shit after 3 hours. So I'm just going to go around everybody and give final thoughts and shit. Kid J, any final thoughts on this week?
Yeah, I fucking sucked major crow cock and fuck it. Whatever. Everybody takes a loss, but I took a fucking major one.
Man, you were getting roasted on the Boxing Voice yesterday, man.
Oh, you were. Ari. What's up, bro?
That's why I try to stick to football bets.
Okay.
Dan?
Kell Brook versus Sean Porter is going to happen in New York City, and I'm going to be attending that fight, you know, ringside, and I'm going to watch Kell Brook get blasted in 2, man.
Who you got?
I just said Kell Brook's going to get blasted in 2.
All right, yeah. Nah, I don't agree, but yeah.
Okay.
Jose, what's up, bro?
Hey, man, no, you know what? I was just going to tell you guys one more story. I ran into Kieran Muldavi, whatever that guy's name is.
Oh, from ESPN?
Yeah,
and I
HBO.
slapped him, man. Slapped him. Told him to get boxing out of Europe, man, and he agrees with me, so. Just joking, boys. Hey, I'll be in UK soon, man. I'll be there for a big fight too. I want to see you guys. So
yeah, we'll fucking me up for a pint.
Yeah, give us a shout, man.
Will do.
Dave the Sinister, any closing thoughts, bro?
No, I'm just gonna relish my pick on this one because I know I'm probably gonna get the next one wrong. So
the next 10.
No, this one counts for like 5 fights, Dave. So you're good.
Nice.
You're good for like 5 shows, man.
You can eat off this for a while, man. Rouge, any closing thoughts, bro?
Yeah, just I got it wrong. That's two on me. So yeah, hopefully I'll get the next one right.
And Cameron, any closing thoughts?
Sorry for the technical difficulties today. That was Skype. Fight-wise, I was happy for Cotto. Sergio is what it is, man. He could have ended his career a bit better than that, but yeah. And that's about it, guys. Did you ask?
Hey guys, like, what's the point of living, man? If you make all of these wrong picks.
Yeah, we should just throw ourselves off bridges.
Mass suicide.
I'm depressed, man. I hate eating crow, dude.
Why don't we take a year off like Mahrez?
Oh man, it's been a sad show. Sad show.
You know what it is, man? You know, just one last thing. I know Jose was saying that give Cotto the praise. We didn't see a fight. I didn't see a competitive fight at the weekend, and that's the thing I'm most disappointed about. In a way, Cotto's moment to shine was taken away from him by the injury. Because that probably was the best Cotto that we've seen thus far.
Yeah, it was like a lion versus a gazelle.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to fight a fucking corpse, then, you know, what credit do you deserve? And that's my final thoughts for this week. I apologise for speaking very quietly, but I've got flatmates and shit, and it's 1 a.m. here, so, and they're always complaining that I'm shouting, so I need to kind of tone down my tones and stop shouting and shit.
Oh man, Antonio says give him fucking credit.
Antonio, I've gave him credit. He was a beast. But he was fighting a guy with fucking 3 limbs. I mean, that's what it is.
3 Daniel limbs?
3 Daniel limbs. That would be impossible to beat.
Roll call, Joe.
Roll call. Left to right, Cam UK, Dave the Sinister, Ari Goldboss, Hole Slayer, Mau Alpha, Flomo Bot, Jazz, MV2, Jab 77, TEBE, Chef, Lenny, McLean, English, Bum, LDN Box, Cat Strangler, Bob Aram, Miguel Brigante, International, NC Mene, Christian, Antonio Jose, JY, Monaco 78, Ringleader Dank, Local Mexican, Jose Boxing, and 2 guests. Thanks for staying with us tonight. Great show.
Yo, peace, guys.
You just listened to the Boxing Coalition.
Oh, dude, man, I love boxing. I fucking love boxing.
A big shout out to the Boxing Coalition.
Timo got this Boxing Coalition shit going on.
Who the fuck is Ringside Rob?
I'm Ringside Robert, guys.
If you're a casual fan, go fuck yourself, man.
Daniel, don't take the backseat of the car while you're driving it. That could be dangerous.
First time I hear the song, man, it was fucking badass.
Vamos Argentina, la concha de su madre.
I see the bomb in them.
You can't come at the Lebanese prince.
Hey, I'm the Arab prince, motherfucker, so I can talk whatever I want, yeah?
I'm never surprised with anything Bob Arum says. I just hope he dies, son.
Do you want to be entertained, or you want to see the best fight? Both.
Yeah,
oh, shit, you just want it all, don't you? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's what casual fans want.
Fuck you, man.
You used all your bandwidth this month on the Boxing Coalition. That's what that was.
Hey, come on, man. Don't be jealous, man.
I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous. Fuck that shit. I'm jealous.
How about you tell us what you ate for your final thoughts?
My weight?
Thanks for listening to the Boxing Coalition. We are live every Monday 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. UK time.